Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Yeah. What up? Y'all already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Café Bustelo, aka Borracho, aka El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, God bless each and every one of y'all. Right back at it again. Boxing talk, boxing drama, boxing information, boxing news, boxing fights, boxing potential fights. Of course, there's been a constant content in reference to the Terence Crawford, Errol the True Spence, the potential fight, potential rematch, potential fallout. Of course, as y'all all know, Terence Crawford, once again, if y'all just new to boxing, new to the channel, new to the community, new to the environment, Terence Crawford, the 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed, still undefeated, regarded as pound for pound #1 in the sport of boxing. In his last outing, he beat Errol the True Spence, who was the 3-belt holder, undefeated in the welterweight division, former unified champion of the world, once regarded as man down, strap season, boogeyman, the body snatcher, all that stuff. Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence from pillar to mother effing post. Pillar to mother effing post. We haven't seen a beating like that in terms of the magnitude of the fight. Shout out to Anaoya, Uwe, who also did his number on Stephen Fulton, who was the unified champion in the upper division. Uwe coming up as the undisputed bantamweight champion, the monster, undefeated. And then you got Teofimo Lopez, and I'm just saying the performance of the year, Teofimo Lopez, who is morally, 2-division undisputed, should be the first man in the history of the sport of boxing to be recognized as 2-division undisputed, but the politics of the sport of boxing got in the way. And I ain't gonna let it go. I ain't gonna let it go. You know what I know, you seen what I seen, you know what it is, Say what's up to the La Reina de Boxeo, Jackie Hernández, con los 5 pesos de Super Chari Parique. A comprar French fry con chicken wing. Let's go, Jackie. Una nueva foto tiene Jackie, mira. Una nueva foto, mira. Hombre, me la dejan quieta, ¿oíste? Behave yourself, man. Behave yourself. Okay? Get Jackie with a little picture, new picture. Hey. Let's go. La Reina, la Queen de Boxeo. Christian Padilla in the building. What's good, man, Christian? What's good, Sanchez? What's good, Christian? Let me show love to the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. You want to become a member of Punch Drunk Boxing? You already know where to go, man. I put it in the link right there, man. Just join, support the channel. Y'all already know, man. We're not ESPN. We ain't Fox. We not BT. We independent. We independent boxing people right here. You know what I'm saying? The support comes from y'all. The support comes from smashing the like button, donating to the channel and things of that nature. That's how we keep this thing rolling. That's how we keep this thing working, right? Ain't nobody want to work for free out here, right? It's all about appreciations, fellas and ladies. All about appreciations. You know what I'm saying? La ofrenda. Shout out to Christian Padilla. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you, Christian Padilla. You should open up the panel again to see who is going to be on some weird. DK, nah, man. They trying to shut the channel down like that. You know what they do? That when you open up the panels and stuff like that, there's some fruit cakes and stuff like that. Do some nasty stuff. And then you know what they do? They come to the panel. They flash themselves, and then they report the channel saying that, oh my God, is a perverted, whatever, stuff like that. And that's how they do to other channels. That's how they trying to bring my channel down. So you know what I'm saying? From now on, so it won't happen again, because it tried to two mentally ill people tried to do it yesterday. Y'all, if y'all want to be on the panel, and I see you on the backstage, show me your face, show me that y'all real, show me that, you know what I'm saying? Because even though they try to shove punch from boxing down, man, there's little fruitcakes out here, man. Anyway, man. There's a lot of debates going on, man. There's a lot of debates there, a lot of people side of the fence and stuff like that. There's Bud Crawford haters, Bud Crawford supporters. There's people that's heartbroken about Errol Spence getting beaten up by pillar to post by Terence Bud Crawford. I understand that. I've seen this before. It's just like when Deontay Wilder got his butt whooped by Tyson Fury, the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. There was dudes that was in their 40s and their 50s crying like hell, man, coming up with major excuses and stuff like that. The difference of this, though, and some of these guys that support Deontay Wilder support Errol Spence. The difference is Deontay Wilder made tons of excuses, where Errol Spence didn't make no excuses, but a lot of people's making excuses for Errol Spence. I don't understand why. Errol Spence ain't coming out with no excuses. Errol Spence ain't coming out with no costume. Errol Spence ain't saying that Derrick James gave him spiked water. He ain't saying that it's race related. He ain't saying that the referee did a bad job in stopping the fight. He ain't saying nothing about the belt federations. He ain't saying nothing about the community. He ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence took his loss like a man after he went to the podium, gave respect to Terence Bud Crawford. Why can't y'all do the same? Why can't y'all do the same? Errol Spence fans, why y'all acting like bitter baby mama in family court? Why y'all acting like bitter baby mama in family court, trying to take Bud Crawford to court and stuff like that in boxing court, trying to shame him, trying to say that he using snackety dack, and snackety dack is the thing that got him looking great in that ring. And I'm saying like this: if Errol Spence people feel like that, if you're an Errol Spence fan, if you're an Errol Spence supporter, because it had nothing to do with Errol Spence. If you're an Errol Spence fan or Errol Spence supporter, and you feel that Terence Bud Crawford and his partnership with Snack is the thing that got him looking like an incredible Hulk, then tell Errol Spence to go to the Snack website and get him some supplements. He can do the same thing. I think Victor Conte will welcome Errol Spence. Two of his clients, going at one another and stuff like that. Ain't easy. Hey, put it this way. If you feel like it's an enhancement, why don't you join the Snack program yourself? How about that? How about y'all go to the website and stuff like that? You use it and you tell me how it is. Maybe you be effing your girl like a rabbit and stuff like that. Maybe you wake up with the slip that you haven't woke up in a long time. I don't know. You try it. It's there for public use. It's no excuse. But we're going to be talking about this. So y'all already know that Terence Bud Crawford, Terence Bud smash the like button. Y'all already know what it is. Thurman versus Bud, electric style, Mike Fake. I like that fight. Gabriel Sanchez in the building. Jason in the building. Rigo in the building. What's good, man? Model DK in the building. Jose in the building. He said Teofimo Lopez is the best. I get it. Jose R. San Antonio 210. He said Teofimo Lopez is the best. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You're right about that. He's the best of this generation. He's the most decorated champion of this young generation. Should be the first man, the 2 division undisputed world champion of the world. It shouldn't be Bud. It should be Teofimo Lopez, but the politics of the boxing got in the way. You know what I'm saying? Now, Terence Bud Crawford and his team. Let me see. Let me put it out here. Just in case if y'all don't know, let me speed y'all up with this information we had yesterday. So let's just piggyback off yesterday and let's just move on forward. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good rest of the year 2023. All right. So Terence Bud Crawford trainer partner Steven Nelson has suggested that Crawford is insisting the Errol Spence rematch happens at welterweight, 147-pound division, or not at all. Contract allows first fight loser to activate the rematch clause, but winner gets to decide second fight weight. Bomac before getting Bomac before getting arrested and stuff like that. Free Bomac, free Bomac. I don't think that mistakes like that should be put in jail. There's jail for a reason. I don't think that Bomac is a menace to society. Free Bomac, ladies and gentlemen. Damn it, free Bomac. Damn it, I know he hungry out there, man. I know he hungry, man. I hope they give him Chick-fil-A, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Dollar menu meal, McDonald's. I don't know if they still got the dollar menu meal, but they got the package. Go get him a McChicken sandwich or something like that. Because right now, I know he hurting, bro. I know he hurting, man. Give Bomac something to eat right there, man. Or hell's gonna break loose in that UK prison. You better give him that damn McDonald's on Chick-fil-A or something like that. Because yeah, I'm telling you, he's gonna turn green up in that penitentiary. You can't wait till no October 9th. Anyway. So knowing that, if the fight between Errol the True Spence and Bud Crawford is in jeopardy at 154 because his team is insisting that Terence Bud Crawford wants to stay in 147-pound division in which he's reigning as undisputed. What are the three? What are the fights that should be next for Terence Bud Crawford? Let's talk about that. As a matter of fact, before we talk about that, what's next for Bud Crawford? Let's add to this conversation. Let's add to this live. Let's add to this. Before we get to that, we want to know the reasons. He said McChicken ain't enough. I know, man. A McChicken will get stuck on this on between his teeth. The whole burger will get stuck in between the teeth and stuff like that. That's not enough. But anyway, what's the reason why Terence Bud Crawford wants to stay in 147, even though that Bud Crawford gave him the word? Now, let me tell you that about Bud Crawford. I've been saying this for a while. Some of you may see it as logical because I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I never had a horse in a race. I was actually frustrated already with the Bud Crawford and Errol Spence for taking so long, and especially last year when Bud Crawford pulled out of the fight. We could have had this fight last year, right? When at least Errol Spence was not. I ain't even gonna go that route, but anyway. Could have had this fight last year, but at the end of the day, it still would have happened the way that it happened. I think so, because I believe that Bud Crawford always have in every category is better than Bud Crawford is in every category is better than Errol Spence, right? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Errol, dímelo, Errol. Dímelo, mi hermano. One of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing Salute. It was said that Spence would take the fight at 147. I ain't hear that yet. But if that's the new news, that we're gonna be talking about it later on, I gotta drop a video. But let's talk about the news that I know. Let's talk about that. Terence Bud Crawford team wants the fight to be in 147. And Errol Spence wants us to be in 154. And after the fight, Errol Spence said, I hope we get the rematch. I hope we can get the rematch at 154. People are saying that he's been drained. But Errol Spence is not coming to a bunch of excuses. But we all knew for a while that Errol Spence been fighting in that weight class because it was good money. And just like Errol Spence was about the money, Terence Bud Crawford is all about his money. Don't think that these fighters, especially Bud Crawford, because I think he got people fooled and thinking that, oh, legacy is all I want. Legacy is all I want. No, he want money, always have and always will. Money comes first. Money comes first. So what's this? So when Bud Crawford gave him his word, I say, yeah, I'll fight him anytime. I'll fight him in 154. Why not 147? Why now 147, ladies and gentlemen? Right now, 147, because maybe he's trying to use that as a negotiation, you know what I'm saying? Tactic, right? He's trying to use that as a negotiation bargaining chip, right? Nah. I ain't gonna fight you at 154. You thought I was gonna fight you at 154. Oh man, but Errol Spence maybe, yo man, I thought you were gonna keep your word, man. I gave you an opportunity, man. I earned the opportunity. I earned the opportunity a long time ago. Let me tell you how the conversation has gone. Because there's people out there that be like, hey, yo, Bud Crawford should do the honorable thing and give Errol Spence the rematch because he gave him an opportunity when yeah. Bud Crawford don't give a damn. Let me be real. Let me be honest. In the moment, yeah, you're going to be respectable and stuff like that because you want everybody to respect the moment. You want everybody to respect your opponent, the moment, and everything else. He acknowledged that he gave him the opportunity. But it's not like he just didn't do nothing for the opportunity. He earned that opportunity a long time ago. Terence Crawford earned the opportunity. You ain't give me nothing. I was supposed to be here, but I felt that y'all was blackballing me. Y'all was pushing me to the side. Y'all started to say that the side of the street bull crap. I just had something you wanted. So what you mean? No, I gave you the opportunity to become an undisputed world champion as well. What you mean that you give me the opportunity? I know you could have fought Keith Thurman. I knew you could have moved up to the 154, but I had something that you want, and I worked hard to get what I want. I worked hard to get what I want for you to want what I got. Just like Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant has something that Canelo Alvarez wanted. Canelo Alvarez told his own, hey, yo, I'll be back, my friend. See, el gringuito from Tennessee, he had what I want. Eddie Hearn was like, come on, bro, we got more fights. Hey, Eddie, okay? I have El Jamon, have Caleb Plant, el gringo in Tennessee. He has what I want. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to come back, okay? All right. This is the whole point of it. Who got what you want? Dímelo, Randy, dímelo, Randy. One of the members of Contender que boxing con la bandera de República Dominicana. La música de Randy, de la música de Randy. La música de Randy. Oh, oh, música. Paul Crawford no quiere pelear a Errol Spence. Paul Crawford no quiere pelear a Errol Spence en 1:47. La 1:47. No vamos a 54. No vamos a 54. Lo vamos a quedar a 47. Vamos ahí, mismito Randy. DJ Camelo, Alex 6, págame la música. Young. Ok. Dímelo, DJ Play, dímelo de mi hermano. Ay. Saludo, Edwin, saludo. All right, my friends. All right. So, Bud Crawford is always about his money. See, let me tell you what Bud Crawford did to Errol True Spence. You know what? He just didn't beat Errol Spence. Bud Crawford, Terence Bud Crawford. This just didn't beat Errol Spence from pillar to post. He played Errol Spence like a sucker. Terence Bud Crawford hustled the ish out of Errol Spence. Errol Spence don't got street mentality. He got played like a sucker. And we all know it's okay. I mean, it's not like Errol Spence was street. Just because you see him in the strip club, and start a little drinking and stuff like that, that don't make you street. He came from a good home. He came from Dallas, Texas, left New York from Long Island, came to Dallas, Texas, have a great home, stayed in the gym. You know how Errol Spence came up. You know, he was a good kid, never got arrested and stuff like that, never got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford from the streets of Omaha, getting in trouble, getting shot at and stuff like that, from the streets from Omaha. Bud Crawford hustled the ish out of Errol Spence. Bud Crawford played Errol Spence like a sucker. Yeah, his fan base should have helped him out. I was trying to help him out, but since everything I was trying to say, people said, yo, Punch, you a hater. You a hater. You played him like a sucker. I told Errol Spence, I told y'all through the live, through the videos, I said, go fight Keith Thurman. Stop holding this grudge like a bitter baby mama in family court on a Monday or a Thursday. Make it a damn line. I told Errol Spence to go fight Keith Thurman. Al Heyman told Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman. WBA said fight Keith Thurman. Tom Brown told Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman. No, I don't want to fight Keith Thurman because when I called him out a long time ago, he didn't want to give me an opportunity. Man, shut the fuck up. I didn't give you an opportunity and stuff like that. Your manager and advisor, Al Heyman. You know you don't move without Heyman. What you told Terence Crawford? Huh? When he wanted to go to BLK Prime, he said, hey, yo, my man, I got $20 million for us over there, bro. You ain't want to go to BLK Prime with Terence Crawford. He was trying to let you win into the type of business. You just wanted to stay in. You just wanted to stay with Al Heyman and Showtime. Even Buck Crawford was looking out for you. But at that time, Errol Spence didn't want to go. Didn't want to go. High low, dímelo con los 2 pesos de plátano. Gracias, high low. If it's moonshine, it has to be great. Better than Frosted Flakes. Great como el tigre del Conflame. Look at how high low. Gracias de lo mío. Gracias de lo mío. Low nose boxing in the building. What's good, low nose boxing in the building? Mira, no te pongan con tu spam ahora, que no te voy a decir el nombre de usted. Me deja con el spam y spam. Oíste, low nose boxing. Oíste. Now, should have fought Keith Thurman. Should have listened to the business handlers. And I'm going to tell you like this. In the sport of boxing, when you go against the business handlers, things don't go well. When you go against the business handlers, things do not go well. Excuses. Charles Edward. Queso. Con los $100 super chat a comprar gasolina de 93. Good looking now, Charles and the Cheese. Good looking now, bro. Tengo que hacer unos merenguitos para usted también, de verdad. Queso. Gracias de lo mío, gracias. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say it again. Terence Crawford not only beat Errol Spence from pillar to post, but Terence Crawford played Errol Spence like a sucker. He smoothed him out. He smoothed him down. He smoothed him. Hey, yo, Earl, don't worry about it, man. Look, I'm going to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Because if you in my position, you get this money from BOK Prime. I'll let you get the money. Let me get this money. I'm going to come right back and we get this fight. All right, bro? Come on, man. Come on, brother. We right here, man. We from the same tribe, baby. I know you've been listening to the NOY and stuff like that. You my guy. You my bro. Let me get this money out here and I'm going to go right back. You feel me? Charles Edward Cheese con los $100 super chat. Damn, Jackie, looking mighty fine in the new pick. Oh, I said that earlier. Charles Edward Cheese. Mira, mira. Más respeto a la mujer, oíste, Charles Edward Cheese. Me la dejan quieta, oíste. Me la dejan quieta. Oíste, es la reina de boxeo. ¿Ah? No friki, no friki. Ella no es una friquitona. Friquitona. Ay, friquitona. Ey, ella es una mujer de la iglesia, ¿oíste? ¿Ah? Leave the queen alone, all right? Ain't no freaky, ain't no flirting around here in Punch-On Boxing, ahí con la reina. ¿Ah? Ain't no flirt, ¿oíste? Low nose boxing con los 2 pesos de plátano maduro. What's good? Haters still shame Tio with Cambosa's get back season. Ain't nobody shaming on that. Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor. Get out of here, low nose boxing with the Cambosa. We talking about Bud. We talking about Tio, and you come over here with the Cambosa stuff. Ese tipo un pelagato ya. Ese tipo perdió 3 veces. 24 rounds y no hizo nada con Devin Haney. Y después con Maxi Hugh. Maxi Hugh le ganó a ese tigre. Y tú estás hablando a este, you want a payday. You want Teofimo Lopez to give Cambosa payday. Get the fuck out of here. Como que no lo abre, le dijo a Dimitri André. Mr. Chi is a cheddar supreme. Yes, sir. Yes, mira. Elvi con los 5 pesos. Dijo, Punch, do you think Teo can beat Crawford? We need to see Teo the end of this year. I think that he got all the intangibles. I think that Bud Crawford never been in the ring with somebody that athletic. I don't think he's been in the ring with a guy with a combination of speed and power and IQ of Teofimo Lopez. Yes, he's smaller, but he come from a smaller division and stuff like that. And I think this is the reason why Bud Crawford, he sees a lot of punches of these bigger guys in the welterweight division, because it's almost he saw faster hands, more accumulation of punches and stuff like that. So these guys see these slower punches coming at him, like Alexander Usyk in the heavyweight division, like Usyk versus Stephen Fulton and stuff like that. It is an advantage. If you're moving up smart, it's an advantage. If you're moving up gradually, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Bud Crawford is moving up like Teofimo Lopez has moved up, right? 35, 40, 47. He ain't jumping. Look what happened when you jump like Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. Now you can be an exceptional. And we talking about all-time great. Roy Jones Jr. did it, right? Canelo Alvarez did it with Kovalev and stuff like that. But we're talking about all-time greats. Not everybody is capable of doing it if you're not an all-time great, but they're daring to be great. I believe that Teofimo Lopez already beat the king in 140 and Josh Taylor. If the politics never would have got in the way, if the sanctioning fees never would have got in the way, if the WBC never would have got in the way with the franchise, we all know that Teofimo Lopez will be recognized by everybody. No dispute that he is a 2-division undisputed champion. At the age of 25, he would have been the first male in the history of the sport of boxing, 100 plus years in the sport of boxing, and be the first male. It wouldn't be Terence Bud Crawford. It would be Teofimo Lopez. We all know that the business of boxing have stripped the legacy, have stripped he already got a legacy and a Hall of Fame legacy already. I believe that Teofimo Lopez already stamped himself into the Hall of Fame. But he could have been recognized if it wasn't for the history, if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing. If Josh Taylor would have kept his belts and stuff like that, he would have been fighting for undisputed. If the WBC never would have gotten in the way with the WBC franchise, people would have respected. All people would have respected that he was undisputed and not dispute that. We all know what happened. So in the morally, Teofimo Lopez is 2-division undisputed morally. We understand that. Y'all could say no, but we know what it is. Feel me? Gracias, Elvi. Low nose back. Oh, I already got you. Con lo Cambosa del diablo. De tigre con Cambosa. Nadie le está hablando de ese tigre ya. High, low. Dímelo, Teofimo Lopez, the next frontier of boxeo. Gracias, high, low, de lo mío. ¿Qué lo que es de lo mío? Low nose boxing con 2 pesos de plátano. De plátano. Dijo, so it's Cambosa versus Josué Vargas. Sí, ajá. Es Cambosa y Josué, que se mamen los huevos ellos dos ahí en un live de fans only ahí, que se vayan ellos dos ahí. When does boxing get back? Liddy, October. It gets back in 2 weeks. When Canelo Alvarez, the 4-division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, fights the 154 undisputed Iron Man, the king, the lineal, and 154 Jamel Charlo. That's when it's getting back, Liddy. When they announced that David Benavidez, the La Bandera Roja, the Mexican monster, the Dominican monster, the Ecuadorian monster, going to be facing the boogeyman, Demetrius Boo Boo Andre, the monster versus the boogeyman. That's what's going to get Liddy. When they announced that probably Teofimo Lopez is going to be fighting in Heisman night, it's going to be Liddy. Ryan Garcia going to be back in December. It's going to be Liddy. Yeah, man, it's still got the heavyweight division is gonna come. You already know that Deontay Wilder is training. It's gonna get Liddy. You feel me? Something's gonna be. It's gonna happen. We're in September right now. It's gonna be Liddy, my brother. 2023 has been an epic year so far. It's been an epic year. Danny Medina, Donnie. Low nose loves Josue Vargas. Ese tigre le gusta Jose Vargas. Ese tigre. They be in the gym working on clinches and stuff like that. Josue Vargas be like, yo, don't punch me in the face. Just let's work on a clinch. Yeah, let's work on the hold and clinches and stuff like that, because you know what I'm saying. You know, I want to perfect what Devin Haney did to Jorge Linares when he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? I want to perfect the clinch. So he told Lord Knows Boxing, meet me in the gym and don't swing at me. Just work on it, and I want you to hold me tight because I want to get out the clinch. I want to figure out how to get out the clinch, and then I want to clinch you. So we're gonna be working on 15 rounds of clinching. Hey, yo, Jose Vargas, go to the gym and say, I want to work on 15 rounds of clinch only. No punches. I don't want to take nothing to the head. I just want to work on clinch. Just hold me in the corner. Let me see if I could get out of it. Hey, yo, let me see. Let me see what a poll at. Crawford indicates that Bud is staying at 147, jeopardizing Spence rematch. So who should Bud fight next? Teofimo Lopez, 2-division lineal champ, 52%. Thurman, former unified, 147 pounds, 25%. Boots, nobody picking Alexis Rocha. That's it. Hey, Teofimo Lopez leading the way. Josue Vargas just want to work on clinches. Low Nose Boxing. I have a big fight coming up, but I've taken so many hits, pause, and I just want to take it easy. I just want to work on clinches because I've been hurt. I've been hurt in the ring, and I've been hurt in life. And, you know, I just need somebody to hold me. I mean, I just need clinch. I just need to work on the clinch so I can survive in the world. I mean, in the ring. Tio versus Bud should happen. Savage in the belt. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Tio versus Bud should happen next. Yeah. And why? But before we get to why, the next fight, the next opposition for Terence Bud Crawford, before we get to that, let me tell you something about Crawford, though. And let me tell you something about also that all money ain't good money. All money, Coda in the building. Coda. Yo, Coda. How's moms, man? How's moms? What I was saying, Terence Bud Crawford. I think he said that he want to fight in 147 because he want to use it as a bargaining chip. Again, Terence Bud Crawford was never Errol Spence's friend. Bud Crawford played Errol Spence like a sucker. He smoothed them and said, don't worry, let me get this BLK prime and stuff like that. Bud Crawford was always about the money, the moolah. He was always about the money. Remember, he jeopardized this fight by pulling out pause and going to fight David Avanesian, BLK prime. He pulled out of the fight. Remember, he agreed on the fight, then pulled out from the fight. And when he agreed, you got to remember that the welterweight division was on hostage. He held the welterweight division in hostage. That negotiations last year held the welterweight division in hostage. The belt federation ain't do nothing, ain't want to mandate nothing, ain't want to do nothing. Stanionis got, you know what I'm saying, got sacrificed. Keith Thurman got sacrificed. Everybody got sacrificed. It put everybody in a standstill. Even Contender was going to go to fight Chris Eubank Jr. It put everything in the welterweight division in the standstill because Bud Crawford couldn't keep his word. Now, let me tell you something about Bud Crawford. Shout out to Bud Crawford. Got all the skills and talent. Number 1 pound for pound. 3-division world champion. 2-division undisputed. But this man cares about the ching first. And he would jeopardize any legacy fight for the ching. Okay? High, low. Dímelo con los 2 pesos de plátano. Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of objectivity in the sport of boxeo. Gracias de lo mío. Appreciate you, my brother. God bless. Que Dios te bendiga, mi hermano. Now, he said, why T.O.'s quiet like a church mouse when he got Matias there? Because Matias is busy. And also, Teofimo Lopez was sitting next to the golden one, Oscar de la Hoya, and trying to say, hey, yo, my man, let me get Ryan Garcia. And you feel me? What you talking about? He quiet, man. He never been quiet. Oh, now he quiet, but when he talking, everybody wanting Teofimo Lopez. Shh, don't say that, Tio. Don't say that, Tio. You're creating controversy. Oh, ahora que Teofimo Lopez está calmado y ya no quiere hablar mucho, que está con la familia, con su bebé. Ahora, where's Teofimo Lopez? Porque tú no estás hablando. Pero ese tigre cuando habla, ese tigre habla. Ese tigre habla. Hasta la gente de Toperrón que me llaman a mí. Excuse me. Do you think that was right? Uh-huh. Do you think that Teofimo Lopez is right? Do you think he's right in the head? Huh? Do you think that it's right for Teofimo Lopez to say what he says? ¿Qué me importa a mí, gringo estúpido? ¿Qué? Puede decir lo que él quiera, mi hermano. This is for the drug boxing, ¿oíste? Get the fuck out of here. Y le ganché el teléfono. Me. You're not gonna fight. You're not gonna come to top rank fight stunts. I don't care, my friend. Hey, stick it there, mire credential up your funky ass. ¿Qué me importa a mí? David Rodriguez said he humbly called out Tio. He was talking shit about everybody. When he got to Tio, yeah, Tio was the best. Era el más mejor. Sí, eres. Y no lo dijo así como con ánimo. David Rodriguez no llamó a Teofimo Lopez con el ánimo que él está llamando a Regis por Grace. Benny Rodriguez in the building was good, man. Smash the like button. How many likes we got? How many likes? Let me see. We got 28 likes. We got 50 people looking on. That means we got how many haters? We got what? 32 haters. Es lo que es con ustedes. Smash the like button. ¿Y ustedes? ¿Qué le pasa con ustedes? 28 and 50 people looking on. ¿Qué está pasando con ustedes? Ustedes son retardados, Ustedes van a venir para una casa y no aquí at the door. Smash the like button, motherfucker, everybody. What happened? Ustedes están locos, Ustedes no quieren ayudar. Sorry. Right. I just smashed the like. I'm sorry. I forgot. Those are the rules. But Terence Crawford played Errol Spence like a fool. He played like a fool. High Low, the stand-up boxing comedy. Gracias, High Low. Gracias de lo mío, mi hermano. Hey, yo, Bud played Errol Spence like a pure sucker. He smoothed him out, right? Okay. Now, Bud Crawford gave him his word. But we all know that Bud Crawford has a track record of giving you his word and breaking it, not holding up to his word. Just like he agreed to fight Errol Spence last year, November 19th, and it didn't come through fruition. He pulled out and got his money. He jeopardized a potential fight early in his career because he didn't leave Top Rank like Manny Pacquiao did and go to PBC. He signed the extension because he cared more about the guaranteed $4 million a fight than going to fight these guys in PBC. He didn't sign the extension. He pulled out from the fight. But let me tell you like this, Bud Crawford is about his money. We ain't taking nothing away Bud Crawford's skills and talent. And he's the number one pound for pound. And he could have fought these guys a long time ago, but he was worried about his money first. And what happens? Errol Spence did not listen. After he pulled out, Errol Spence forced his team, his business handlers, to do business with Bud Crawford when he was not doing good business with them. See, that's what I know that Spence had this grudge with Thurman. I don't know. This grudge, because he said when I called Thurman out, he didn't want to fight me. But there was never a contract. Both of you got the same advisor and manager. Why you don't blame Al Heyman for not giving you Keith Thurman? You said this to create this narrative, and a lot of people adopted that type of narrative, and they started shaming Keith from Tom Thurman for the lie. because Errol Spence never provided any term sheet, any proposal, any contract to Keith Tom Thurman. He was just putting it out there to shame Keith Tom Thurman. But in reality, you ain't want to fight no Keith Thurman. You didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. A man pulled out of the biggest fight around that time, and you still gave him a chance. You went against the network. You went against your business handlers. And when you go against your business handlers and the promoters and your investors in boxing, things don't go well. I'm going to give you a couple instances. Kell Brook went against Eddie Hearn and Dominic Angle when they told them, do not fight Errol Spence. You cannot make 154. You just got your eye broken by Triple G. You can't come back down to 147. Go to 154 and let's work there. Kell Brook said, no. I want to fight in Sheffield. I want to fight in my hometown. And I don't want to lose my belt. If I'm going to lose my belt, somebody got to take it from me. So what happened to Kell Brook? Got his other eye broken. Never been the same because you don't listen to the professionals. You got to understand, whether we like it or not, this is a business of boxing. I'm going to keep on saying it. Whether we like it or not, this is the business of boxing. And fighters come and go. As much as they are professional fighters, these are professional promoters. These are professional managers. These are professional advisors. These are professional matchmakers. They know what they see. They know when they invest millions of dollars. In boxing, they just don't want to throw money away. Errol Spence didn't want to listen. Kell Brook didn't want to listen. I give you another name Teofimo Lopez. Bob Arum didn't want Teofimo Lopez to fight George Camboso. Teofimo Lopez felt he needed to empower himself and he wanted more money. Good. But at the end of the day, he won against his promoter, Bob Arum. And what happened after that? Even if you're trying to empower yourself, even when you're trying to empower yourself, and that's all good. We don't want to hold nobody back from empowering themselves. But when you go in, I'm talking in boxing, it seems like when you go against your business handlers, things don't go well. Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Oscar De La Hoya have publicly stated that he didn't want those stipulations. He felt like it was stupid. He felt like Ryan Garcia should have fought at least a tune-up. Ryan Garcia said, no, you didn't listen to Bernard. You didn't listen to Oscar De La Hoya, the guys that actually paved the way for y'all, that has done it in and out the ring. Ryan Garcia ego got in the way. He said, no, I'm not going to fight a tune-up. I'm going to fight in the stipulations, rehydration, catch weight, and got his ass whooped, right? When you go against the business, and look at Errol Spence when he went against the business. Terence Crawford hustled them. Hey, yo, man, tell your boy Al, man, come on, man. We brothers, man. We brothers. Come on, man. Let's do this for our culture, yo. Let's do this for our culture. Smash the like. Smash the like, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes we don't like when fighters don't do what we want them to do. And when they listen to their business handlers, right? A lot of people get frustrated when Leonard Ellaby says what he says. But in all reality, when you listen to the business, you're going to be successful like Gervonta Tank Davis. And maybe he don't got the resume that we think that he should be going for, or the challenges that he should be going for. But in reality, all these guys still want Gervonta Tank Davis and need Gervonta Tank Davis if they want that type of money fight. So they doing something right. He's listening to the business. I know Gervonta Tank Davis want to fight the likes of Shakur and Devin Haney and Tio. I don't think that Tank is scared of any of these fighters. But he's listening to the business handlers that for right now is working. As much as we like it or not, it's working for them. Look what Shakur Stevenson said in his latest interview with Gilly the Kid and Wallow. Hey, he's the cash cow. I can't offer him anything. Look at that. So they doing something right. They doing something right. High, low, dímelo con los 2 pesos de plátano. Totones. Mr. Moonshine, the narrative slayer. Shing, queen, ring. Así mismito. Como Ruben ring. Gracias de lo mío, gracias. That was it. Let's go, Teofimo Lopez en pose de Ronky Boxeo. Así mismito, mi hermano. Now, smash the like. Let me see how we at. Where we at with the likes? We got 44. We got 44. Come on, we still got a couple of. We got like 10 haters right now. We got like 10 haters. Dímelo, Domingo. Dímelo, Domingo. So, Bud Crawford hustled PBC. He hustled him. And I dropped the video earlier today, and I said, by Terence Bud Crawford playing hardball, you already know that PBC gave him an opportunity when they didn't have to give him an opportunity. They didn't have to give him the opportunity. I'm gonna tell you like this: Errol Spence got a lot of fights. Remember, Errol Spence want to move up to the 154. PBC basically owned the 154-pound division. There's so many fights for Errol Spence in 154. He could still fight Thurman, Brian Castano, Tony Harrison, Tim Zhu. You know what I'm saying? Erickson Lubin. Ramos, a lot of fights in 154. A lot of fights. You know, that he could collect money. 154 is locked by PBC. Now, is Terence Bud Crawford playing hardball will blackball him? He looked like he got a savvy business mind at this moment. But let me tell you something like this, and I said it in the video. You cannot be the four corners of boxing. And when I'm talking about the four corners, I'm talking about the pie, the four corner, the four section of the pies. I'm talking about PBC. I'm talking about Top Rank. I'm talking about Matchroom. I'm talking about Golden Boy Promotions. You can out business savvy them. You may think you're winning, but you won't. Because at the end of the day, Bud Crawford is asking for what PBC can provide. And if you're playing hardball now, and the way that he played hardball last year, it seems like Terence Bud Crawford is really tough to do business with. At the end of the day, business is business. Dímelo, Axel. Dímelo. Que lo que? It seems like it's not easy doing business with Bud Crawford. And then I'm like, why are we struggling? Why are we making this thing hard with this guy? He ain't even a PBC guy. He's not even a guy that we invested. This is your fault, Earl the True Spence. We was dealing with this guy. You lost because you didn't want to listen to us. And we try to give you what you wanted. We try to respect you, but you didn't respect the minds of the business handlers. Okay. Don't think because Bud Crawford is an undisputed champion that he cannot be frozen out by PBC. Let me say it again. Don't think because Bud Crawford is an undisputed welterweight champion of the world, he cannot be frozen out by PBC. He can. He can. Because like I said, they only got one real fighter, one good fighter, one potential fighter to make money. PBC. And I'm talking about he's not an Al Heyman fighter, but he's a PBC affiliate, TGB affiliate, Showtime affiliate, and Jaron Ennis. That's the only guy in 147. The only guy in 147. Keith Thurman 147. But let's say Bud Crawford, they could ice you out. They could make a Bud Crawford and Thurman fight, and it'll be good money. I'm sorry. Boots Ennis and Keith Thurman fight, and it'll make good money. Boots Ennis can move up to the 154-pound division, and it's good money. Smash the like. Right? Let's see how many people we are. I don't know, man. We slacking with these numbers, man. Look like Bud Crawford content sucks. Hey, Bud Crawford content sucks, bro. People don't want to show up and talk boxing. You got 54 people. No wonder Oscar De La Hoya don't want to come and chop it up with Punch Run Boxing. Oscar De La Hoya saw Punch Run. We chopped it up in the DM. Me and Oscar De La Hoya. He said I want to come to Punch Run Boxing, and I haven't seen him since. No wonder there's no support over here. They got 44 people looking on. No wonder. Hey, yo, Oscar, you don't even got to come over here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna text you. Don't come over here. I don't want you to be embarrassed, and I don't want you to embarrass me with the 50 people looking on. Shout out to the people that's tuning in right now. But this ain't it. This ain't this. No wonder Oscar De La Hoya ain't show. He be like, I want to talk to Punch Run Boxing. But damn, man, what the fuck I'm gonna be? I ain't gonna waste my time with a good looking chick out there and stuff like that with my wifey, and I gotta look at and talk to like 50 people. Waste my time. I'm an icon. I get it, Oscar De La Hoya. I get it. It's my fault. My peoples ain't showing up in numbers. They not showing love. They're not showing love the way they're supposed to show love. They ain't smashing the like button the way they're supposed to smash the like button, you know? They're not sharing the videos in the channel like they're supposed to. They ain't respecting the work like that. But shout out to the people that's looking on right now. Go da! Christian Medina says, smash the like button real quick. I'm telling you, everything is about right. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. Or you really don't think so? Okay. Y'all think I'm lying? Hold on. Y'all think I'm lying? Hold on. Y'all think I'm lying, right? Hold on. I got you right here. Y'all think I'm lying? Okay. Okay. Y'all think I'm lying? I'm going to show you this piece right here. Y'all think I'm lying? I haven't forgot about you, my man. I get back this weekend from Mexico. I hit you up. Cool, champ. Can't wait. Y'all think I'm lying? All right. Y'all think I'm lying? They don't know but the drunkie. They don't know but the drunkie. Huh? They don't know but the drunkie. Hi-lo, dímelo, Mr. Musa, ganador, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Gracias de lo mío. No, yo le voy a decir a Oscar de los Hoyos, no venga, mi hermano, que no venga, mi hermano, it's all right. De que sí. Mira, tigres que no hablan de boxeo como nosotros. Tienen como 500 a 1000 y estamos toqueados con 61. Mira esa vaina. Tell Oscar you have, Betty. No. I'm not gonna bring my friend. Lo vamos a hacer perico. Yo y Oscar de la Joya con la jeva también y ya. Sin ustedes. First curious, your thoughts and your cousins de Los Santos. We're gonna get to that. I think it's a good fight. I think Shakur Stevenson gonna turn. I think Shakur Stevenson is gonna turn Edwin de Los Santos Plátano into totones. That's what I feel, to be honest. To be honest. Shout out to the Dominican fight Los Santos for the opportunity, but Shakur Stevenson gonna do a number on him. That's what I believe. But I think that Edwin de Los Santos is gonna come out and fight. He's gonna come out and fight. He said, "Bring that perico and smack Oscar for me, bro." No. No support. No support. Do y'all share the live? Do y'all share in your social media platform? Do y'all share it? Do y'all share this live right now on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and stuff like that? No, pues deja eso. He said, MJ said, "Damn, I hope not." Dominican Platano Power. Hey, I'm all for you know what I'm saying, supporting and you know what I'm saying, supporting los Dominican fighter, Latino in general and stuff like that. But yo digo la verdad, we break things down unbiased, logically, and objectively. You know, puedo hablar mentira. Hey, you know, I don't see nobody beating Shakur. I don't see nobody outboxing Shakur Stevenson. Whoever beats Shakur Stevenson is going to end up like some surprise knockout. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be like boom, and it was like, yo, he got caught. You know what I'm saying? The only way I even see Tank Davis beating Shakur Stevenson is by stopping him or knocking him out. I don't think nobody's outboxing Shakur Stevenson, and I don't think Edwin de Los Santos is gonna. I think that's easy work, in my opinion. I just think it's easy work. But I hope I'm glad, and I hope that he talked that talk, and I hope that he represents Dominicans the way he should represent. I hope he makes it a fight. I hope he makes it a fight. You know what I'm saying? I hope he makes it a fight to give the type of respect that, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna activate a fan base that is urging to roar. You feel me? Gotta support Edwin de Los Santos. He's Dominican and got power and skills. Hey, I support that he got the fight, but he ain't better than Shakur Stevenson, Joey. I gotta be real. Bro. I gotta be real. Ese tipo, he's going to turn ese plátano como un totón, mi hermano. He's going to smash him like a totón. He's going to fry him. Hey, yo, that dude's going to smash him, fry him, and eat him. Hey, yo, Shakur Stevenson is going to smash him, fry him, totones, eat him alive. Pause. Estoy diciendo la verdad. Yo no estoy hablando mentira, mi hermano. Yo soy un dominicano. Puré de lo mío. Pero digo la verdad también. Shout out to, I don't want people to be, come on, yo te oí el otro día en tu show, my friend, y que me vi con estos totones, yo no te voy a dar interview. Ah, pues vete para la mierda, que. Yo, Punch, if Edwin gets cooked, it proves my point as to why Frank smart for ducking. Okay. Hey, but remember, in boxing, it's about opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You never know when that opportunity is going to come back. You feel me, Coda? In boxing, it's about opportunities. You never know when that opportunity is gonna come right back. You never know. Look at it. You think Chris Colbert is ever gonna have an opportunity to become a world champion in the lightweight division? It's not easy, bro. Respect for keeping it real and unbiased. Keep killing and punch. Thank you, MJC. That's what I respect. I respect when people respect and identify that. I break things down unbiasedly, logically. You know what I'm saying? I like the opportunity. I'm glad that he stepped up after out of all the people that have ducked Shakur Stevenson in 1 year, bro. I'm glad that he stepped up. Pitbull ducked him. Loma ducked him. Haney ducked him. Who else ducked him? Tank don't want him. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin ducked him. At least De Los Santos coming through. But I say this. Let's go back to the Terence Crawford, Earl the True Spence, right? If Bud Crawford wants to stay in 147 pounds, then there's potential opponents. But remember what Bud Crawford wants. Bud Crawford and his team alluded that they want money. Who don't want money? He wants money. He said he's not in it for credibility. He wants money. So who in 147 provides what Bud Crawford wants? Who in 147 provides what Bud Crawford wants? Could he make more money fighting Teofimo Lopez? Could he make more money fighting Keith Thurman? Could he make more money fighting Boots? Where will he get his most credit? Will he get credit by beating? Well, remember, he doesn't care about credit, so we shouldn't even mention the credit if he's going to win. See, for me, I say maybe at this point, he probably going to get more credit maybe with a Keith Thurman that's a former unified champion in the welterweight division, but also Teofimo Lopez, who was a lineal champion in 2 different divisions. I believe the more relevant, the more money, the more entertainment, I think Teofimo Lopez versus Bud Crawford is the fight to make at 147 if Bud Crawford decides to stay at 147 to provide what Bud Crawford wants. And it's also a legacy fight. We're talking about lineal versus lineal. Let me put the picture up again like I've been doing for the past. Hold on. As much as I like the Keith Thurman and Bud Crawford, as much as I like Boots versus Bud Crawford, if Terence Bud Crawford decides to keep the belts and stay at 147. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fight, the biggest fight at 147. You know why? If you take out, ladies and gentlemen, put your hate to the side and humble your minds. Put your hate to the side and humble your minds. If the business, the politics of boxing never would have got in the way of the legacy of Teofimo Lopez, you today will be seeing, if this fight come to fruition, you will be watching the first 2 division undisputed champions going at it. The first 2 division undisputed going at it. Because we all know that Teofimo Lopez should be recognized as the first 2 division undisputed champion. Stay with me, folks. Don't get mad. Stay with me. Be humble. Let's be real. Break it down on bossy logically and objectively. You saw what we saw, we heard what we heard, we seen what we seen. We saw the WBC tamper with the legacy of Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. But it was up to us to recognize the truth. It was up to us to identify the fuckery. And I identify it. And that's why that fight versus Vasily Lomachenko was for undisputed. Lightweight undisputed. And Teofimo Lopez that night became the lightweight undisputed at the age of 22, 23 years old. Legacy. Epic. Epic. Beating the guy that was regarded pound for pound. 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me take this out. Pound for pound. Lomachenko at the time was pound for pound. When number 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. Teofimo Lopez was the underdog and beat Vasily Lomachenko, as we all know. Josh Taylor beat Regis Prograis. Beat Jose Ramirez to become undisputed. Beat Regis Prograis to unify the titles. Beat Jose Ramirez to become the undisputed world champion 140, the lineal. Teofimo Lopez became the lineal undisputed at lightweight. Josh Taylor was the lineal undisputed at 140. And because Josh Taylor didn't want to pay the sanctioning fees no more, you already know he was with MBK, MBK, whatever, I forgot, with Daniel Canahan. And maybe Josh Taylor said, man, I ain't gonna pay these sanctioning fees. They used to pay the sanctioning fees for me. Let's not forget that the fight leading up to Jack Catterall, Top Rank paid 65% of Josh Taylor's belt sanctioning fees. And maybe they wasn't doing it again. Josh Taylor was like, nah. You know what, man? I'm going to drop this. I ain't paying no sanctioning fees. But in all reality, he never lost. He never lost. I don't give a damn if people feel like it was a controversial victory versus Jack Catterall. And the facts is he never lost. He never lost. If he never would have vacated the belts, then Teofimo Lopez would have been fighting Josh Taylor, and it would have been an undisputed championship of the world. This is why Roy Jones Jr. says that Teofimo Lopez is a 2-division undisputed world champion. This is the reason why Antonio Tarver has said that Teofimo Lopez is an undisputed world champion. This is why Eric Kelly has said the same thing. This is why Paulie Malignaggi has echoed the same thing. Fighters know. This is why even Floyd Mayweather stated that Teofimo Lopez was undisputed. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all forgot? Did y'all forget? Did y'all forget? I still got the video of Floyd Mayweather saying this. Hold on. Let me see if I still got it here. I think I still got it. Let me see. Let me see if I still got it with Floyd Mayweather alluded to Teofimo Lopez is undisputed. I like how that rhymes, right?
He was undisputed champion. Something that I never did. And that was a hell of a goal in itself. So I'm not gonna sit right here and bash him or bash his dad. Congratulations on being the undisputed, former undisputed champion.
Floyd Mayweather, legends of the game, understand. I got more videos. Who else we got? Hold on. Who else we got? Tito Trinidad. All the legends. Roberto Duran. Mike Tyson. Everybody knows that Teofimo Lopez was undisputed. Now, if y'all want to play the politic game, if y'all want to act like y'all don't know, because y'all want to cater to an argument in the YTBC, go be my guest. Fighters know who Teofimo Lopez was. Hold on. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Find now. Let me see. Yeah, I deleted that. Yeah, I deleted it to make some space. But anyway, we go back to the chat. Marco Luna, thank you, Punch Drunk, for all you do behind the scenes to give us the best boxing content. God bless you and your family always. Gracias de lo mío, man. Gracias. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. Marco. Marco. Gracias, 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 Marco. ¿Qué dice? ¿Qué está diciendo Coda? Damn, punching over me. ¿Qué tú estás diciendo, Coda? ¿Ah? ¿Qué tú me estás diciendo, Coda? Christian Padilla said. Christian Padilla said, if Loma would have beat Tio, they would have called Loma undisputed facts. The whole night of the fight, they labeled it as undisputed. He's undisputed. As I think it is undisputed. We already know. We know. Teofimo Lopez would have become the first undisputed. But let me tell you why this fight, it should be epic. Because as a hardcore boxing fans, we got to identify the truth. We identify the truth. We know what we saw. We know what it is. We know what it is. We're talking about Teofimo Lopez and Bud Crawford. We're talking about the last best 135, the last best 140, and the best 147 in Bud Crawford. And Teofimo Lopez, they're going to be great to be the best 147. This is the most epic and we're talking about the most decorated champion of this young era versus the most decorated champion alongside with Canelo Alvarez of this era. I'm going to say it again. We're talking about the most decorated champion of this young era in Teofimo Lopez with the most decorated champion, or one of the most decorated champion pound for pound fighter in Crawford. These are two pound for pound fighters currently in the top 10, Teofimo Lopez and Bud Crawford. Two current champions right now, Teofimo Lopez and Bud Crawford. Two current lineal champions today, Teofimo Lopez and Bud Crawford. This and the two most relevant, Bud Crawford, Teofimo Lopez, and two of the best performance of 2023, one of the most epic years in the sport of boxing, Bud Crawford and Teofimo Lopez, with their best win of their career, Terence Bud Crawford beating Errol the True Spence and Teofimo Lopez beating Josh Taylor. You tell me, look how I just sold you the fight. It's no fight in boxing that could sell it like this, unless of the Bud and Canelo Alvarez. But that's moving 3 divisions up. That's more unrealistic. This right here is traditionally realistic fight. Look, I just sold it to y'all. Ain't no fight like this. It's so much layers of accomplishments. It's so much layers to it. 3 division world champion, 2 division world champion. Lineal, 2 division lineal, 3 division lineal. Should be 2 undisputed champions going at it. 2 division undisputed champion going at it. What's bigger than that? Isn't that legacy fight? What more of a legacy fight? And the man is only did it at the age of 25. T.O. did that at the age of 25. T.O. did what Bud Crawford. T.O. did what Bud Crawford did at the age of 25. Alma in the building. Dímelo, Alma. I would love to see that fight. Bud versus T.O. It can't get more a legacy fight than that. Even with the accolades of Jamel Charlo and Canelo Alvarez, there's still more in T.O. and Bud Crawford. Still more in T.O. and Bud Crawford. Teofimo Lopez, the most decorated champion of this young era. The best resume of this young era. Teofimo Lopez never built a fight to get us frustrated. Never marinated a fight to get us frustrated. He moved up to the 140, and in less than a year, he got Josh Taylor. He beat Richard Comey in 15 fights. The next fight, he beat Lomachenko. It was no marination or build up to a Lomachenko and a Teofimo Lopez. They went right to a legacy fight. And now Teofimo Lopez and his team have petitioned, and now he is the super WBO champion, which gives him the veto to go to the 147-pound and get a Bud Crawford right away. What is more of a legacy fight now? Do I like Keith Thurman and Bud Crawford? I love the fight. I've been preaching that fight for a long time. I always thought that Keith Tom Thurman and Bud Crawford was the ultimate chess match in the welterweight division, as pure welterweight. It wasn't Spence to me. It was never Spence. It was never Spence. It was Thurman. For Team Crawford, it was always Thurman. And I said this the other day. For Team Crawford, it was always Thurman.
You can't discredit this man. Keith Thurman is a big welterweight, a unified champion. Somebody has to see Keith Thurman. Why am I the biggest supporter of Keith Thurman? I don't know. Why? Because he's the best. He's one of the best. That's why. Because he's one of the best. Y'all keep trying to forget Keith Thurman, trying to put Keith Thurman down. Keith Thurman is the best. Outside of Bud Crawford, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman is the best.
Porter, Spence, or Thurman, you know.
Out of those three, who would be the most challenging, you feel?
Probably Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman. Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman. Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman.
Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman.
Because a lot of people think Spence because of his size.
Yeah, because the space. Y'all, you see what size does to you. Nothing. You know, his punches didn't even move Terence, so size don't mean anything. But Thurman is just he mobile, good with his punches. He punches from different angles. Thurman is just he mobile, good with his punches. He punches from different angles.
But as we all know, and y'all, I'm a Thurman fan too. Y'all know that. I'm a Thurman fan. Y'all know I'm a Teo fan. Y'all know that. Y'all know already. Y'all know but who's the first person in this community that was talking about Boots? Everybody, if anybody know in this community, I was the guy that was talking about Boots Ennis. Ain't nobody was even talking about Boots. Dímelo, Rudy! Said Teofimo Lopez was shocked the world, Punchy. He was shocked the world. Hasn't he shocked the world? Wasn't he the underdog versus Lomachenko? Wasn't he the underdog versus John Saylor? People say that he's mental, he shouldn't be fighting and stuff like that. There's no way. Even the fighters, even Regis Progress came to the show. Shout out to Regis Progress. He said that Teofimo Lopez mental was not there, that he's mentally weak. Most of the fighters are saying that he's mentally weak, that his mental was not there, and he proved to the world, no, he did not fire his father like 90% of the people wanted to fire his father. He said, matter of fact, Dad, I don't even need an assistant. It's just you and me. We're going to prove it to the world. I'm going back to Florida. No, I'm not going to go to Colorado and go to in the air. No. We're going to go back to the trenches, back to where we came from, back to how we was built, back to how you guided me, back to the way you were molding me, back to when I became this animal. I'm still an animal. He was doing an interview right here, Teofimo Lopez, and he was running in the track, running miles, and it was thunder that even his dad and the strength and conditioning had to leave the track, leave and go for cover, and he was still running. I told y'all what he was going to do to John Saylor. I told that Teofimo Lopez was going to beat the skirt-wearing Ronnie Piper's ass. I told y'all, and y'all don't want to believe punch from boxing. Y'all don't want to believe punch from boxing then? You never believe, y'all want to believe punch from boxing before when I said that Teofimo Lopez was not only going to beat Vasily Lomachenko. I said that Teofimo Lopez is going to outbox Vasily Lomachenko so I could show y'all that this man's IQ and boxing ability, it is what it is, that it was the best. And y'all said that Teofimo Lopez only got a puncher's chance, that he could only knock out Vasily Lomachenko. I said, I said Teofimo Lopez was going to outbox the Matrix. And you still don't want to believe me? You still don't want to believe that Teofimo Lopez versus Bud Crawford, that he would shock the world like Rudy said? I believe it, Rudy. He would shock the world. Bud Crawford never been in the ring with something like that. And I ain't going to say that Teofimo Lopez ever been in the ring with something like Bud Crawford. But remember, they go into a fight. It's two different mentalities. The same mentality. Good looking out, Rudy. I appreciate you con los 5 pesos. The same mentality that I did my breakdown when I was talking about Spence and Bud. Did y'all remember what I said? Outside, the chat is kind of frozen right now, y'all. Hold on. Remember I said in the Hold on, my fault. Let me get this. Okay. Remember I said, Crawford fans are scared for Crawford. T.O. beats him. That's what I'm talking about, player. That's what I'm talking about, player. Yeah. I said that Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence, and I said this on a panel before. I said, remember, I don't think y'all remember what I said. Also, I said on the live, and I said this on my boys live as well. I said that Bud Crawford is going to be him worse than the car accident. Remember when I said that? Who was here in that live when I said that? People said that I was crazy. I try to be nice on the final prediction and stuff like that, and I said that Bud Crawford is going to outbox him because he's just so good. But when I was ruthless with the real, because everybody was calling me an Errol Spence hater, when I actually said that Bud Crawford is going to be Errol Spence, like it's going to be worse than when he had the car accident. That shit was bad. But what I also said is not only about skills. I said that Bud Crawford lives in the gym. Not only that I said that Bud Crawford was living in the gym, I said after the weigh-in, Terence Bud Crawford was about history. He was about legacy that night. For that fight, he was about legacy. He was waiting for this opportunity for this. I know it seems like I'm contradicting myself. Yeah, he was about his money, but I'm just saying that night when he already know he got the money in the bag, it was about legacy. He told Errol Spence, he looked at him in his eye. He said, "You're gonna make history." Errol Spence looked at Terence Bud Crawford right back in the eye and said, "We're gonna make money." Spence was about the money. Crawford, that moment, was about glory, legacy, history. Spence was about the money. Teofimo Lopez. You know Teofimo Lopez. Whether you a fan of him or not, you know his career don't walk on eggshells. You know that he's willing to take pennies for legacy. He's done it before. He's done it again. And for Bud Crawford, I don't think he'll do it because it's time for him to get the type of money. But Tio always been about legacy. And if his team petitioned the WBO so he could become a super champion, so we will petition so he can have the opportunity to petition. But of course, he got to see what's going to happen with the rematch. He's going to see what happened with the rematch. So a lot of people are like, well, when your boy's going to petition. Well, he has a rematch clause. He's not going to jump the gun. He has a rematch clause. But if he's not going to fight, Teofimo Lopez and his team, I believe, will petition right away. And he will want that glory. Teofimo Lopez is about fighting the best. Always been, always will. That's his motto. He ain't no Tank Davis. He don't win his career on eggshells. I love Tank, but Tank ain't no Tio. Tio got the balls, the particular fortitude to fight the best anytime, any place, anywhere as the underdog. And he will be the underdog again. What do people say? That Teofimo Lopez fight his best when he's fighting against the best. And I'm going to tell you like this. The scary thing about Teofimo Lopez, he's just entering his prime. He's just entering his prime. He's not even fully in his prime. He's about to enter into his prime because like I always said, you're in your prime in the sport of boxing when your physical ability and your IQ is coexisting at the highest level. When your physical ability and your IQ is coexisting at the highest level, and that's from age 27, 32. That's prime boxing. When your physical ability and your intellect is coexisting at the highest level, 27, 32. That threshold right there. Teofimo Lopez is about to enter into his prime, not even in his full prime yet. Who could be against this fight? If you about the legacy, if you about the sport, Because I'm gonna tell you, like I said the other day, the sport of boxing is dying, but the business of boxing is flourishing. Bud Crawford will go into a fight. We'll go into a fight with Teofimo Lopez because of the money. And when you go solely with the money, things don't work out to be the way it should. When there's some legacy to it, I just think that this is a legacy and a money fight. And yeah, it may sound a little bit more. It may sound a little bit more than it may sound a little more to the side that Teo is gaining more than Bud Crawford fighting Teo. I don't see it like that though. You say y'all drinking punch. Don't deny the buzz. No. Remember what people said about Bud Crawford. That Bud Crawford had the weakest undisputed run in 140. They had one of the weakest resumes at 140. That's what people said. Well, Bud Crawford has the chance to fight that best 140 champion coming up, Teofimo Lopez. You're fighting the best 135, that left 135. You're fighting the best 140. You're fighting the best opposition. The best legacy fight is Teo versus Bud. SOG said Teo would end up in a hospital. Okay. I heard that with Loma. I heard that with Josh Taylor. Matter of fact, there was people, I remember 2 days before the fight, that they wanted to file a petition to the New York State Commission not to let Teofimo Lopez fight Josh Taylor because of his mental. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, I'm not even giving you the outcome. See, the problem is with fans is you think you know the outcome, so you saying, but you then you're like, I don't want to see that fight. He's gonna put Teo in the hospital. He gonna beat Teo. That's not a good fight because you already think that you know what's going to happen. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I bet you thought that Mike Tyson was gonna beat Buster Douglas. You ain't know that Buster Douglas was gonna whoop his ass. You ain't know that. I bet you thought that AJ was going to beat Andy Ruiz. Huh? How much you want to bet that you was probably one of the ones that said, that never thought that the fight with Bud Crawford versus Errol the True Spence was going to go like that? Maybe you thought that Bud Crawford was going to beat Errol Spence, but you ain't think it was going to end up like that, almost like a massacre. You ain't think that Bud Crawford was going to beat Errol Spence the way that Tyson Fury beat the crap out of Deontay Wilder. You ain't think it was going to be like that. Because then nobody was going to be like it's a 50-50 fight. Nobody was going to be caring about the fight. You will be saying the same thing. How much you want to bet that Errol Spence went to the hospital after the fight? Rather see Boots, but Teo ain't a bad fight either. Bendova said, hey, yo. Hey, yo, pause. Dímelo, Marco. Dímelo, Marco. ¿Qué lo que? I like the Boots and Bud fight. I like the Boots and Boots. Look. Let's go by the resume. Let's see who's earned the right more. Let's see what let's see the paperwork. Damn it, let's see the paperwork. Let's see the paperwork. Hold on. Let's see the resumes up in here. Let's see the resumes. You know what's sad? Look at Keith Thurman got 32 bouts and Boots got 32 bouts. And look at the competition of Keith from Tom Thurman and look at the competition of Boots. Keith Thurman last fight was Mario Barrios, Manny Pacquiao, Josecito Lopez, Daniel Garcia, Sean Porter, Luis Collazo, Robert Guerrero. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ex-world champions in his out of the last 7 fights, right? Boots, Vija, Karen, Castillo Clayton, Thomas Delorme, Sergey Lipinets, but he was moving up from 140 to the 147 his first fight. Chris Heron, that's a no contest. Come on, guys. Now look at Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor, pound for pound at the time. Sando Martin, retired Mikey Garcia. Pedro Compa, that was his get-back fight. George Kambosa, that's an L. Vasily Lomachenko, regarded pound for pound, 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. Richard Comey, a champion. In my opinion, I believe that Teofimo Lopez deserved the fight even more than Boots Ennis, even though that Boots Ennis is a welterweight. And let's not forget that Boots Ennis and Teofimo Lopez started their career the same year. As a matter of fact, Boots Ennis started his career first than Teofimo Lopez. Dímelo, Errol, con los 10 pesos. Teofimo Lopez is the only one of today's youngsters that has the heart like the greats that came before him. He's already standing on legacy. Bring on Bud versus Teo. Bud versus Teo. Teo versus Bud. Bud versus Teo. Teo versus Bud. Come on. Bud versus Teo. Teo versus Bud. Let's go. Bud versus Teo. Teo versus Bud. Let's go. Bud versus Teo. Yeah. Teo versus Bud. Let's go. Bud versus Teo. Yeah. Teo versus Bud. Let's go. Let's go. That's the best legacy fight in the sport of boxing, baby. That's the best legacy fight in boxing. Realistically, I ain't talking about a guy that's going to be jumping 3 weight classes and stuff like that and being a fully disadvantage, because this is not a fight that's going to be a fully disadvantage. There's going to be a favorite. There's going to be an underdog. And I believe that, yes, Bud Crawford is going to be the major underdog. I'm sorry that Teofimo Lopez was once again be a major underdog, but he don't care. He thrives by being the underdog. There's some people that just thrive by being the underdog. That thrive by people not believing in them. Thrive to prove that God make no mistakes. Prove that his supporters is right. Forget about the haters. Good looking now. Good looking now. Appreciate you. Good. Appreciate you. Con los 10 pesos. Yes. The number 1 contender, Boots Ennis, former unified champion Keith Thurman, and the 2-division lineal world champion Keith Thurman. Who should get the next fight since Bud Crawford is deciding to stay at 147? Or is he using that as a bargaining chip? He doesn't want to stay in 147. He's just using it as a bargaining chip to see what PBC and Errol Spence are going to throw at him. But I'm just saying, be a savvy businessman. Because in the sport of boxing, you got to be savvy, especially you got to be a shark. Yeah, don't be the type of shark that's actually going to blackball you doing business. Because at the end of the day, Bud Crawford knows that without them belts, he doesn't have any leverage with PBC. Let me say it again. Bud Crawford knows that he needs to talk about this 147 because in 147, he got the belts. And he knows that without the belts, he doesn't have any leverage. It's almost like Devin Haney. Devin Haney knows that without them belts, he can't get the type of deals that I believe to maximize the deals that he could potentially earn, because he could facilitate those negotiations by saying, I got these belts and I could go back to the 135 and I could give y'all network. I could give the network a fight with Shakur Stevenson. I could give the network a rematch with Lomachenko. I could give the rematch. I could give the fight with Javante Davis for some straps. That's why he's keeping the belts, even though that he doesn't want to go back to the 135, but he uses it as a bargaining chip, in which Terence Bud Crawford right now is using his belts as a bargaining chip. Because if he goes to the 154-pound division in the land of PBC that owns the 154, practically they own the 154 and go without a belt, how much of a leverage does Bud Crawford got? The belts are his leverage. He's not Canelo Alvarez that's worth more than the belts. He's not Floyd Mayweather that's worth more than the belts. He's not Manny Pacquiao that's worth more than the belts. Bud Crawford is not one of those guys. To be honest, Bud Crawford is not even Javante Davis in terms that he's worth more than the belts. Bud Crawford needs it for leverage. He needs it for leverage. Un momento que lo vi ahora, un momento. ¡Ay, loco, los 2 pesos de plátano! Said Mr. Mushan, el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo, el café bustelo. Gracias, Hilo. Que Dios te bendiga, mi hermano, and everybody that's contributing to the channel. donations and smashing the like button and just tuning in, man. God bless each and every one of y'all, man. Love the support, man. I'm grateful for it. Let me see what the poll at. Let me see what the poll at. We got 55%, 21%. 55% people said that Teofimo Lopez, 2 division lineal champion. 117 people have voted. Crawford, damn, I said Crawford. Indicates Bud is staying at 147, jeopardizing Spence rematch. So who should Bud fight next? More people feel like 55% is Teofimo Lopez. Keith Thurman, 21%. Boots Ennis is coming second. Pause. As the number 1 contender at 25%. Nobody has voted for Alexis Rocha in the WBO as the number 1 contender. He's going to be fighting, I believe, next week or this week. So Teofimo Lopez is leading the way. That's the most legacy fights and probably the most legacy, one of the biggest legacy fights. I think the biggest legacy fights in terms of accomplishment by both fighters in the sport of boxing today. So good looking out, Marco. Marco, you're a sweet, smart son of a gun, punch run. Good looking out, Marco. I'm going to send the link. I'm going to send the link. Let me see if y'all people disagree or agree. Let me see what y'all feel. Let me see what y'all feel. Let's see. Let me know. I just can't keep all the opinions. I want the opinions of others. You let me know. I say Bud Crawford, and Teofimo Lopez. Bud Crawford and Teofimo Lopez is more realistic than a Bud Crawford and Canelo. If you don't want to fight Errol Spence in a rematch, good. He already beat his ass. It's not like we're down to see the fight again. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence just want money. I love to see a Bud Crawford versus Keith Thurman. I love to see Bud Crawford versus Boots Ennis. I love to see Boots Ennis versus Thurman. Hey, how about Thurman versus Teo? Ooh, that'll be a good fight. Teo versus Thurman will be a good fight too. I think it will just be great in the 147-pound division. Teofimo Lopez, he still could have some great fights, in my opinion. Maru DK in the building. What's good, man?
What's good, brother?
What's good, my brother? What you think? What's the best fights for Terence Bud Crawford if he's going to stay at 147, not going to be fighting Errol Spence in 154? What you got? We got Thurman, we got Boots, we got
T. I'd want Bud to fight Errol at 160.
At 160?
Hell yeah.
Why 160? Explain.
I mean, everybody say he want to fight Canelo, so he better move up some weight before that.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, we're going by what his team is saying. He's saying that he wants to fight Errol at 147. He ain't even going to 154. So in all actuality, we can't even mention 160. I'm only dealing with what we have. I'm only dealing with what the boxing people are presenting to us. So I can't even say 160. You feel me? What you feel about if at 147, since he's going to stay at 147, who should be the next fight? At 147.
The first 2 division undisputed champion versus the second undisputed 2 division undisputed champion of the world. Teofimo Lopez, Bud Crawford.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, DK. You see? Now we get to what we need to get. That's what we're talking about. Coda in the building. Coda. And hopefully your mother's doing great, my brother, man. Hopefully, she's doing better and you doing better.
Thank you. Appreciate it. What up, though?
Dímelo, Coda, que tú estás ahí en the chat hablando de ¿qué tú me estás hablando, eh? Dime. ¿Ah? Answer the question. Answer the question.
Yo, you the best. I thought I was, but you spin words and you spin shit the best ever. Like, you the slickest promoter, best promoter I've ever met in the world. Like, you hands down. Teo got to put you on the payroll. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna go far. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, because listen, at the 140, I'll give it to him for sure. But 135, man, like we gotta not act, bro, like that. That franchise belt was never a super title. When it was, they was trying to do it for Loma and Canelo, and then they was trying to say, oh, you can't win that title. You know what I'm saying? So basically, if you're just giving it to somebody, it's an award. it's not really a title. You know what I'm saying? Loma got that after he ducked that Devin Haney smoke. So they emailed Devin Haney the world super title. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just at 135, I can't give him that, bro. I can't.
But
At 140 for sure, but not 135.
But I don't think they got no rules against the franchise.
But we saw the fuckery. We know who he was fighting. We know who he was fighting. Let's not play the semantics. We know what
I
it was.
understand, but the one WBC was vacated. It wasn't. They ain't nobody had that up until Loma ducked Haney, and then
Because
Haney
he was
received
elevated
it.
the same time that Devin was elevated. The same day on the WBC.
He won the title from Luke Campbell and elevated.
Come on.
He ain't win no WBC title.
Well,
from
Devin
Luke
Haney ain't
Campbell.
win it either.
Correct.
All
So
right,
nobody
then.
had that title.
But we know
Devin
what it
Haney had it, but
was.
from the email champion.
But remember what I said. Remember what I said. If the politics of boxing didn't get in the way, then people would recognize.
No, but Tio will still never have the WBC,
What are you
even if the
talking
politics
about?
didn't get in the way, because
What are you
it was a
talking about?
vacated title.
Yeah, I agree. Tio
It was a
is
vacated
undisputed
title.
at
You guys are
135 in my
fighting.
eyes.
You guys are
Shit.
fighting it. You're
At
going by the
140, I'll
semantics.
give it
What's
to
going on
him, bro. 140 for sure. Even 135, because I believe he could have been undisputed, but he wasn't. Because the franchise belt was never a super title. When they did try to make it a super title, then they said they fucked themselves up by saying, "Oh, well, you can't beat somebody and win this title." It's an award. It's not a title. That's not even around anymore.
The problem was that the other belt federation didn't recognize it. But you acted like you don't know who Lomachenko was after. That's what I'm saying.
Sure. But even Lomachenko was never undisputed.
So what I'm saying is that because the politics of the boxing got in the way of the legacy of Loma and Tio. We know that. So good, you don't gotta recognize him. You don't gotta recognize him. But we know what it was. If the politics didn't get in the way, we know.
Hey, I
what
don't
Tio
feel like
at
140 though. Catterall beat. I don't care anybody say Catterall beat.
Yeah, but still, all right,
Catterall
yeah, but he did, but still,
person.
that you can't put that in the way, because no matter what, all right, even if Josh Taylor got the gift, he still got the gift, and he was still undisputed. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why talk about fuckery. Let's talk about fuckery and be real. We saw fucking Catterall get robbed. He won that fight. He the man.
So you gonna put that on Tio?
I ain't putting that on Tio. I ain't saying nothing bad about Tio, but I'm saying to me, Tio undisputed to me at 135, but at 140, I feel like Catterall's still the man.
Oh my god!
No, but I'm just saying but what I'm saying is that doesn't mean it doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter if people are going to recognize him at 135 or 140. What I'm saying is, if it didn't get in the way, we understand what was the magnitude of Josh Taylor and Tio, and we know what would have been the magnitude of Loma and Tio. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying y'all got to recognize that. That's it. Those narratives or those feelings, that sits in the past. Even Teofimo Lopez, when he puts it on his social media, he puts 2-time lineal champion, right?
Yes, lineal.
All right, he's tired of trying to you know what I'm saying, convince the people what it was or whatever, right? I don't even want to go that route either. It's what he could have been recognized. That's why I said if the politics of boxing would have never got in the way, this would have happened with Teofimo Lopez and his legacy and what his status would have been. So
the shit is, he's a big name and he not getting paid like it. So I feel him on that. Like, his anger with that is like, so like if he does get elevated to super champion, he do move up and become like Crawford mandatory. If this Errol Spence fight don't happen, which I still think is going to happen, then that's fire. That's fire. I mean, it helped. That's just fire. That's fire for sure.
Jose Gonzalez.
You sold me on that shit. I ain't even mad at it after hearing it. Like, really thinking about it, like, Tio is a great fighter. He's already had a great career already. Like, 2-time lineal. A lot of fighters don't do that shit. It is a good fight, but I want to see that Boots fight most of all. For Crawford next fight, if he stay at 147.
Yeah. Jose Gonzalez in the building. What's good?
It was good, bro. It was good, bro. T was 100% undisputed at 135. 100%.
Tell him.
No questions asked. Nobody can say nothing. The WBC president said it himself that the franchise belt is a WBC super belt. That is a real belt.
He also said that you can't win it. So when they gave it to Lomachenko, you can't take it from Lomachenko.
Says who? The WBC president.
They changed that shit immediately after the fight because Tio had it.
The WBC president said that Lopez versus Lomachenko was an
y'all don't even
undisputed
know the whole
fight.
mix with the franchise belt. You don't even know what you're talking about.
You
Hold
don't
on,
know what you're
Jackie.
talking
Let me
about,
get
bro. You
the
just
super
wanna
chat. Let
He
me get the
talking.
super
Yeah,
chat. Let me
Tio
get the
want the franchise belt from Loma. They changed that rule like the night of the fight when that shit happened.
Let me get
Okay,
the super
so
chat.
they
Hold on,
did
guys.
change it.
Hold on, guys. Let me get the super chat.
But we all know
Jackie
Loma didn't lose that
Hernandez,
shit.
la reina de boxeo. Jackie, good looking out with a 50 pesos super chat. Jackie, good looking now. Appreciate you, Jackie.
You better thank me for that.
Hey, códame, la dejan quieto. And the nice new picture that Jackie got looking all good, Jackie. Hey, yo, fellas. Hey, yo. I better chill out, y'all. I ain't gonna be no flirting around and punch on boxing. All right, chill out.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Hey, what you talking? Hey, dog. Hey, my friend.
Yo, but hear me out real quick. This is all I'm trying to say. Listen, this because I fuck with Teal. Like y'all acting like I don't fuck with Teal. Hear me out. It's like Devin. It's like you got a mandatory, right? You got 3 belts, and you got a mandatory. And since you don't want to fight your mandatory, but you're the person that they're trying to push, then they make a new belt for you, and then they put the regular belt, the super belt, they make it a regular belt, and the belt that they gave you that is made up out of nowhere, they make it the super belt just because they're pushing you. That's what happened with the franchise belt and Lomachenko. All right, and he lost to Teofimo. So then when that whole fight happened and Teofimo won, he had that belt that they just made for Lomachenko so that he doesn't have to fight Devin Haney. But Devin Haney was always the WBC super like title. Yeah, he always held the super title for the WBC, and that's a fact, bro. Like that's literally what happened. So when they made that, you know what I'm saying, first of all, they said that you can't win the belt. And then after Tio won it, it was a whole controversy about it. So then they said, oh no, yeah, you could win it. Bro, I'm telling you can look all this up. I'm not making none of this shit up. And then they said you could win it. And then they started, try to push that undisputed shit. But it was never that because Devin Haney always held the super WBC title. Where's that franchise belt at right now? Where's the franchise belt at right now?
Yeah, I know there's no more franchise.
Thank you.
There's no more franchise. But at the time when the WBO wasn't a major title and nobody was talking about them for ever better. When you had a WBO, you wasn't a major, and then the guys next year that has a WBO, then they major. Shit changes. It could change on a month. It could change on
just be bullshit. They just be making shit up. That's really the problem.
Well, back in the days, if you beat the man, you were the man. You're the division. You're the undisputed champion. You beat the man. So
back in the day, there was only 1 or 2 belts. Well,
but that's what I'm saying. Things change. Things we in the end of the day, we have to change whatever the business model they have. That's their business model. We not the WBC, we're not the WBO. We could complain all we want. The first video when they elevated the same day, I believe it was October 20 or October 23. I did a video and I was saying Devin dropped the bell. I was going at the WBC, not even at Devin Haney. I said they're not gonna respect you. People gonna call you a paper champion. Man, Jamon Charlo dropped the bell. I was going at it with the WBC. So it's not like I was mad. I just didn't like when he was parading like he actually won it. Like I didn't know why you was fighting for the belt when they put you on champion recess, like he is champion recess right now. They put him on champion recess. They got they ordered the Campbell and the Fortuna, and he petitioned to get the belt back and stuff like that. Well, I mean, like why you said, and that's when the email champion came along. It wasn't when he got when he got it in the WBC convention. The email tag came when he sent the email when Mauricio Sulaiman said that he sent him an email of Devin Haney petitioning because around that time it was the pandemic. That's when the email champion came along.
And I remember that whole little campaign. It was catchy, It ain't undisputed if it's not a dispute.
Let
me get the super chat. $5. Tio has the better resume. What he took from Loma was a #win. That's what I'm talking about. Ferrari con los 5 pesos.
So what we need at 140 is a tournament like the Super 6. In one bracket, we got Tio versus Jose Ramirez. We got Devin versus Regis. We got Subriel versus Gary Russell. And we got Ryan Garcia versus that belt holder that Rolly avoided, whoever his name is. I forgot his name. That's what we need, a tournament like that at 140. And then at 147, let's get Thurman versus Crawford. There we go.
Man, Boots versus Crawford, man. Come on, man.
Too.
Thurman been ducking shit. Are we gonna be real and like stop playing like Thurman haven't been ducking shit?
I want Boots versus.
Like this man fought 2 times like in 3 years and shit and fought Warriors, bro. Come on, bro.
I want that fight too, but it's not gonna happen. That's not realistic. You know that.
Why ain't it realistic?
Because Bud
he the
ain't
IBF mandatory. He in position.
I know that, but Bud ain't gonna fight him.
But that's what that's the thing about the live. The thing is that Bud Crawford said he's gonna stay at 147. So if he ain't gonna move to 154, then what's the viable opponents for him at 147? Is Keith.
Hey, the only reason it's not realistic.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the only reason it's not realistic because Bud coming out saying he got weird energy towards Boots and he ain't gonna fight Boots.
That's what I'm trying to say. He's not gonna fight Boots.
Matter of fact, he sounded like how Keith Thurman was sounding when Spence came around.
Yeah, Boots. Listen, Boots is the biggest challenge. Period to Bud Crawford. Period. Boots Ennis.
Because we see the eye test. Because we see the eye test. Let's be real. No.
Hey,
let's be real. Let's be real. I'm a Boots guy. Anybody know the channel? Come on, anybody. I'm a Boots guy. I'm just saying that there's certain fights that should at least we need to learn how to humble ourselves. Let's be real. Nobody predicted that Bud was going to beat Errol Spence in that manner.
I knew that was going to happen.
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I had Bud winning by KO, but not how it happened. But when you think about it, Shakur Stevenson, the best southpaw on the planet, bro. I seen Shakur Stevenson babying champion Ugas and sparring when he was a 130 pounder. Shakur better than all them dudes. Like, you got Shakur Stevenson in your corner, he gonna get you sharp, man. Bud was sharp, super sharp that fight. Sharper than I ever seen him. It's the same dude getting dropped by me machine.
So what I'm saying is, let's not compare what these elite fighters have done. Look what Bud. Oh, brother, man. We didn't think that Bud was going to do it like that. Showcase his skills, his skills versus an elite like Errol Spence, who was regarded the best welterweight. And then we're gonna say, but Boots is gonna give him the hardest challenge. That's what people thought about Errol Spence. That's what people thought about. So we shouldn't just say like, oh, Boots is gonna give him the hardest challenge. That's what people said.
Man, we don't know till they get in there. You know what I mean? Like he could get in there and get smoked. Like you never know. But it's like he deserves a fight though.
No, yeah.
We can see that Boots is a more special fighter than
look like
Spence off the eye test, bro.
I could be real with you.
I wasn't wrong about Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford for a long time was getting by off the eye test, even though he was winning belts, but he wasn't beating the top guys at 147. And I remember when I called in on another show, I said this is going to be the biggest fight that turns out to be a mismatch, and I was right about that. Boots Ennis is not Errol Spence Jr. Boots Ennis could do all the things that Bud Crawford could do, and he's younger. He got the youthful energy.
Stop. I'm gonna stop you there, because even when people are critiquing Bud Crawford on the come up, at least he beat champions. Boots Ennis, let's be real, has not even been a gatekeeper. We can't compare Bud and Boots as much as he passes the eye test, as much as he looked flashy. I love Boots. I was the first to talk about Boots in this community. I was doing an interview with Boots. I love Boots. But we can't not start comparing what Bud has done and what Boots. Boots is a fighter that started his career first in T.O. Shakur and all of them. These guys are proven. Boots is just passing the eye test. And the passing of the eye test, and look what Bud did to an elite fighter in his prime. Come on, y'all. Nah. I'm not gonna say it like that. I want to see the fight, but I ain't gonna be saying that he's gonna be the biggest threat to Bud Crawford.
Hey, if we speaking strictly on eye test, you know what I mean? Like, I seen Spence as a contender, I seen Charlo as a contender, and I seen Boots at this contender level, and he's shown me more than all those dudes.
Yep.
But that's
more shit in the ring, just from looking at it, yeah. But like,
put it this way, even in the contender level with all these guys, let's say with Keith when he fought the likes of Carlos Quintana that beat Paul Williams, when he beat guys like Soto Carras that beat Adrian, that beat Andre Berto, you know what I'm saying? Diego Chavez was undefeated. The guy when he beat Joel Diaz that gave a draw to Sean Porter. Like, even the guys that certain guys was on the come up, their contending level was way better than even Boots right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's the only problem, that the way his team is moving him, it's kind of it's becoming not as respectable as it should be because his resume up to this part at the age of 26 is not where it is. He's not
Man,
even
the
fighting
only
the former
people that'll
champion.
get him.
You
Yeah,
only
go
gonna
ahead.
know when it happens. Until the fight happens, it happens. There's a lot of great champions that became champions when they had nothing under their resume, and then when they fought that proven world champion, they showed out. When
Who?
Sugar Ray Leonard fought Alfredo Benitez, despite Sugar Ray Leonard's amateur background, he didn't fight nobody up to that point, and he beat Alfredo Benitez. A lot of great fighters came out of nowhere without a resume, just a lot of wins under their belt, and when it was time to fight the big fighters, they won.
Sugar Ray Leonard came out the womb, came to the professional level as an Olympian. He was already a star. He was like the golden boy. He was like a Lomachenko coming in. He was like
but
a
there's other
Rigondeaux
fighters,
coming
bro.
in.
There's other fighters
Come
that done
on,
it.
give us something. Give me
Roy
an
Jones
example.
Jr., Roy Jones,
All right,
Roy
but
Jones.
give me an example of somebody that's not top 10 great of all time because
Roy
you
Jones.
can't.
All right. That's not top 10.
Give me something regular. Give me something regular.
Let me see. Gerald McClellan up to the point where he fought Julian Jackson and didn't fight absolutely nobody. When he fought Julian Jackson, he starched him in 5 rounds. That's an example right there for you.
Give us something relevant because we don't know that era. Give us something relevant. Give us something relevant that we don't have to look back because we could. Oh, when we're talking about the past, we're always going to mention the same name. We're not going to mention the other guys that was top 10. We're going to mention the Durant.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of everybody's journey. Like you look at Teofimo's past opponents before he fought Comey. You know what I mean? Like
there you go.
But look, he fought a champion Comey.
But Comey was willing to fight him.
He beat a top 10 Nakatani. A top 10
Nakatani's overrated.
Wait.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
He beat a top 10 at the time, Nakatani. He beat Richard Comey, was a champion, but Richard Comey was not this pound for pound guy. And then he fought the pound for pound guy in Lomachenko, a champion.
I'm just talking about to become a champion that would give him recognition. For Boots, only people that would give him credit in the past would have been Stanley Onis, that fight didn't happen. Virgil, that fight didn't happen. Conor Ben, Pop Dirty.
So what I'm saying is,
Bud, and you already know Thurman ain't fighting shit. Come on.
So what we saying is, even at this point of his career, Boots Ennis hasn't even fought a top 10 welterweight. Even at this point at the age of 26 with 32
You could look at his Vilas like a top 10 if you want. I'm pretty sure he was ranked high in the sanctioning body when he knocked him off. And he want the mandatory from that Karen dude. You know what I mean? Like,
good win. You're right. Because Villa did beat Rashidi Ellis. Good one right there.
Rashidi Ellis hasn't been in the ring since when? We're talking about Thurman haven't been in the ring. When's the last time? What's the last time Rashidi Ellis was in the ring before he fought Villa?
Boots knocked out
that was in Washington D.C.
Boots beat the former world champion. Let's not forget about Lupinez. Lupinez get Mikey Garcia.
That was 140 moving up for the first time. I get it.
He was still a former champion.
No, that's the only one. That's
Thomas Dulome too.
He moved up one division.
He
did him dirty. It wasn't even close. Boots don't even have close fights. He starches everybody. But these fights ain't close or competitive.
Thomas Dulome wasn't a bad fighter neither. Thomas Dulome wasn't that bad.
Give us the Ugas fights. Give us the, you know what I'm saying, that give us man, it's because these guys also retired and left the division.
Maybe a Crowley.
This is what I'm saying, man. When Spence was coming up, he had the opportunity. He had a Kell Brook that was there. The belts weren't they were scattered. He could go after champions. Like when Boots is coming up, like all these belts was collected. These dudes they was only trying to fight each other. They ain't trying to fight him.
But also, I said this yesterday. As good as Boots, he passed the eye test, and I believe that he's just as good, right? He shouldn't just stay stuck in 147 because he can't get no fights. He got to move with 154, get a catcher if you can. Thurman and Spence did that. Remember, Thurman fought this. I forgot who he was, the Mexican guy. He fought him or Carlos Quintana. Yeah, he moved up because Carlos Quintana didn't want to fight him at welterweight. He moved up on a catchweight and fought him at 152. Like, don't stay stuck because you can't get a fight. All these guys was ducked coming up. Errol Spence was ducked before Errol Spence was Keith Thurman. All these guys was ducked. Boots, you're gonna get ducked, but don't stay in 147. Just stay stuck and waiting to see what Bud and these guys gonna do. More.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the end. Bud Crawford only got a couple choices here. Like, it's either he fights Spence, he wait for Canelo move up, then the belt's gonna be vacated. Boots already in the position. If Crawford don't fight him, he gonna fight for the. You know what I mean? He gonna be elevated, right? And then he could fight. Then he'll be able to collect those belts. He said he wanted to be undisputed in multiple weight classes. So I think that's why he's sticking around. He young, he can't do that, and he ain't got too much longer to wait. But I wish. Like stylistically, like we talking about styles, man. We talking about like two switch. How rare is it that we get two switch hitters in the sport of boxing at all? At this level,
look, I think
like
Boots I think Boots
we're never going to be able to see this matchup ever again. Not only are they in boxing at the same time, they in the same exact fucking weight class. You know what I mean? In the same era. Like will never. When have you seen two switch hitters go at it? High level.
Nope,
I love it. I haven't seen it. I think look, I love the fight.
We ain't gonna see it if it don't happen.
What's going on, y'all?
What's going
and
on?
This man Bud don't defend his belts either. Put some weight on them belts, man.
Oh yeah, my fault,
that.
brother. You know,
It's
I want to get up in this topic, man.
What's good? This is hold on. Shit, my shit is frozen up in there. Who left?
Power Boxing TV, you know.
What's good, Power Boxing TV? What's good, brother?
Oh, chilling, man. Hey, man. It's time for him to fight Thurman, man. It's time for Thurman to get his shot.
Thurman versus Bud or Boots versus Thurman?
No, Thurman versus Bud. I mean,
oh yeah, I like
Boots is nice, but it's other like Boots can Boots still got to keep working. See, Thurman.
Hey man, why we capping for Thurman like he been fighting?
Oh, well, no, we ain't capping for Thurman. We just finna keep it real boxing. See, in real boxing, I got you, brother. I'm keeping it real boxing. Bud Crawford said on ESPN, Thurman is the man. Again, Bud Crawford could have fought Thurman
7 years ago.
Bud Crawford could have fought Thurman late last year, just like Thurman said. Spence could have fought Thurman too. So somebody's ducking Thurman, just like Mayweather did. See, I know boxing for real. You see what I'm saying? See,
I think Thurman just waiting around for a big money fight and trying not to fight shit until then.
He only got one loss to Manny Pacquiao. They ducking him. Again, it's like they doing a Deontay Wilder. Let's keep we ain't finna fight.
Now we gonna pretend like Spence wasn't calling out Thurman.
No. Hold on. So when Spence was calling out Thurman, it's like Ennis calling people out right now. But at the same time, we still talking about the Spence at that level. He wasn't ready for Thurman back then. If you damn near had, watch this.
Like his next fight,
watch this. If you had a near-death experience with Sean Porter, then you wasn't ready for that Thurman and Porter a few years before when you was calling them out. That's what I'm talking about.
Or you can say that Porter was better. Or you can say that loss made Porter better. He was more focused.
No. Hold on. Stay with me.
Before that.
No, exactly. I don't care how many times Spence was calling out Thurman back then. He wasn't ready. If you
bullshit.
If Porter didn't get dropped, that was a draw. End of story.
And he won. It was a split decision win. He won another call with the drop.
How close was Thurman versus Porter? How close was Thurman versus Danny?
Unanimous decision. It was
unanimous decision.
Danny Garcia. How close was Thurman versus Danny? And look what Spence did to Danny.
All right, I see fear.
You can just pick. I mean, styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? You could just nitpick and say, "Oh, he ain't ready because of this happened." Bullshit.
No. I know. Well, he wasn't. He wasn't ready. Just like he wasn't ready for Crawford.
Yeah, he wasn't ready, but he beat Kell Brook. He went over to the UK and broke Kell Brook.
Listen. Until you see, as far as this pound for pound stuff, be pound for pound. But
yeah. Keith Thurman, the same dude who got beat by an old 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Come on.
No. Hold on. You talking about the same Pacquiao The same Pacquiao who Mayweather said, "Oh, that was my toughest fight." I can see why he's beating a lot of these guys.
Mayweather say a bunch of people his toughest fight.
The same thing.
He said the same thing about Cotto. Said the same thing about Mosley.
He said Pacquiao. He said Pacquiao.
Said Emmanuel Augustus was his toughest fight. Emmanuel fucking Augustus.
Pacquiao 4 years later. Pacquiao.
He say that all the time.
All I'm saying is this: your boy Boots still got work to do. I know boxing. He ain't just like Spence had work to do. Boots still got work to do. Name how many champions has he fought?
Bro,
exactly.
You know what I think? I think we all recognize that Thurman weakness is body shots. He been hurt by people to the body all the time. And Spence was a body specialist, and he ducked Spence like the plague because he knew what was about to happen. And we all knew what was about to happen.
No. He didn't duck Spence. He was giving him time. Right. Watch this. He just called Spence out. Watch this. This is how. This is where. Hold on. I'm a man, bro. We can speak like men. When you call somebody out, that means you're not ducking them. See, I know boxing. When somebody's ducking somebody, they never. Hold on, brother. When somebody is ducking somebody, then that means they never want to fight them. Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis type shit. You can't tell me about Thurman was ducking seven.
We go back last week. Frank Martin was calling out Shakur. He ducked Shakur when the fight was made.
We're talking about Thurman and Spence right now. Purposely, watch this. We talking about. Go ahead, brother.
I say this. The paperwork.
Spence ducked Thurman. Spence ducked Thurman.
The paperwork speak louder than words, in my opinion. When Errol Spence was calling out Keith and Tom Thurman and stuff like that, where was the paperwork? They both got the same manager and advisor. When Keith and Tom Thurman and Errol Spence was on New York City, the Barclays Center, when Charlo knocked out Lubin, and they was talking before, and Keith Thurman said, "I never seen a contract with Spence's name on it, and he never seen it with my name on it." And Errol Spence never said anything. But when Thurman was calling out Bud Crawford right after the Brian Custis fight, when Brian Custis played what Terence Bud Crawford said, the next day his representative sent a contract. And not only he sent one contract, he sent two contracts to Top Rank, and Bob Arum on Barbershop Conversation clarified that.
Okay, my question is,
out saying he wanted like $30 million or some goofy shit like that.
Nah, he never said no $10 million.
All I know is boxing. When you're ducking someone, that means you never want to be in the ring with. If Thurman is telling you, "I want to fight you, Spence," and you don't have a fight scheduled, just let's fight. They should have fought late last year, like Thurman said. The boy's ducking Thurman. Thurman still has
Thurman to fight Crawford.
Teofimo defers Crawford.
No. He's not listening. He didn't duck Thurman to fight Crawford. He didn't have a fight set. That's why he got his ass whooped, because he was inactive and weight drained.
Harry, punch. You said it right. Actions do speak louder than words. And what's Spence actions? He unified the division. He didn't take no fucking
Hold on. He unified against who? A broken or a downside.
Look how Spence moved from being injured.
A downsized Kell Brook, who just got out of a war with Golovkin. Mikey Garcia, who's still little, and Ugas, Ugas, who just got a GIF. I mean, he was what?
He got a GIF.
I'm saying,
beat the shit out of Pacquiao. What you mean,
bro?
Beat the shit out of him.
No.
I felt bad watching that shit.
Listen.
My heart hurt.
Jeff Horn beat the shit out of Pacquiao. Means nothing. What I'm telling you is this. But what I'm telling you is this. Yeah. Now, as far as Ugas, about like this, Ugas, what happened to him the next fight? Yeah, Spence dealt with him. What I'm saying is this: he still got more proving to do.
He came back, fought Danny Garcia, fought Sean Porter. He fought the who's who in the welterweight division. But what did Keith Thurman do? He fought Pacquiao, took 2 years off, and fought Mario fucking Barrios.
He beat Prime Sean Porter.
Come on,
bro. Sean Porter.
Come on, bro.
He beat Prime Sean Porter.
Before we continue, let's play what Bud Crawford's team feel about Thurman. Let's play that.
Discredit this man. Keith Thurman is a big welterweight, a unified champion. Somebody has to see Keith Thurman. Why am I the biggest supporter of Keith Thurman? I don't know. Why? Because he's the best. He's one of the best. That's why. Because he's one of the best. Y'all keep trying to forget Keith Thurman, trying to put Keith Thurman down. Keith Thurman is the best. outside of Bud Crawford, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman is the best.
Facts. And he ready to
He
prove
said
it.
Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. He said outside of Terence Crawford and Errol Spence.
Hold on, but they gotta prove that. They gotta prove that because they both ducking right now.
Exactly.
So we finna see what Crawford do because they both ducking right now.
Exactly.
Bro, man, Crawford ducking.
And they've been
Thurman.
ducking. And they've been ducking. And Teofimo wants that smoke.
Right.
So give Teofimo that smoke.
Hey, like I said,
Crawford hasn't been blackballed
like I said,
trying to make these fights with these PBC
Hey,
dudes.
this what it is. This what it is, Punch. Because he crying right now. Again, I know about. See, if you've been chin checked by Gamboa, you know what I'm saying. You don't want to see Thurman. You know what I'm saying. So again,
if you've been hitting the
that's what it really is. That's really. Crawford was scared of Pacquiao. Crawford,
You don't want to see Crawford.
He beat him. No. But Crawford.
You really don't want to see
But
Crawford.
listen, watch this. Thurman stepped in the ring with the boy that Crawford was scared to fight. He could lie all day he want to. He could have made that Pacquiao fight when they was both over there with Arum. If Pacquiao's coming over here to fight Thurman,
Arum already came out and said Pacquiao avoided that fight. He was scared to make that fight. He was scared Crawford was going to hurt, violate Pacquiao.
We talking about the same Pacquiao. Hold on. So Pacquiao now, hold on. Bro, maybe you young in your 20s or something, but if Pacquiao's not scared, hey, brother, can I speak? Because you rambling and you crying right now.
No, I ain't rambling. I'm stating facts.
I'm just saying. I'm not about the facts. I'm not. You the only one interrupting.
You're really getting cooked.
Actually, I'm not. But you saying dumb shit because you don't know boxing. How can you tell? So Manny Pacquiao. so Manny Pacquiao is scared of Crawford, but he wasn't scared of Gail Cotto. He wasn't scared of Mayweather. He wasn't scared of Margarito, Joshua Clottey. You sound stupid, bro.
Yeah,
like stop playing. Just stop playing. Pacquiao wanted a Mayweather.
Crawford better than those people.
Hey, bro, Pacquiao wanted a Mayweather rematch.
Those people
you just said something stupid. You just said something stupid.
Crawford's better than Mayweather.
I'm just saying. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He got to prove that. He got to prove that.
Cotto and whoever the list of.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all said Crawford better than Mayweather. Y'all said Crawford better than Mayweather because he whooped the weight drain Errol. Stop.
Who said that? Who said Bud Crawford?
I said that.
Bud Crawford.
That's what I'm saying.
Crawford is
Yeah. He's still young.
I ain't co-signing that. I ain't on that side.
They still young with their boxing knowledge. You can't. If Pacquiao is begging for a
Mayweather rematch,
I'm just saying.
Even though I just said I don't agree with it, but you just still trying to.
I'm not talking to you.
Motherfuckers can't make
points.
But
like I say, they running. The bottom line is they ducking Keith Thurman. He only got one loss. You fought again. It ain't like Crawford hasn't fought cats with multiple losses before. So again,
bro, how many fights has Thurman had in the last 3 years?
Hold on, how many fights has Deontay Wilder had? You missing the point,
we talking about Deontay Wilder.
We're talking about the ones in the division.
How many fights has
Thurman
had in the past 3 years?
See what I mean? They don't know boxing.
I'm just saying, why can't you answer that question?
Put like this: if these niggas have, if these cats,
I'm gonna say this because a lot of people do say that. People say, well, Keith Thurman only fought one time in the past 3-4 years. But what did anybody else did anything significant more than Keith Thurman in that year that he only fought?
Man, Boost fought like 9 times.
No.
Nobody's.
What did he do? What
people in the division.
He fought nobody.
Somebody better than fighting nobody. What are you talking about? What do you watch the sport for? To watch motherfuckers not fight?
What he did?
That's what you telling them to do. You telling them to duck Thurman.
In the year, in that,
I'm telling Keith Thurman to fight anybody in the top 10.
In that 4 year,
you need to work your way into position.
Look at that. In that 4 year span or the 1 year span that he's on, that in that 4 year, 3 year span, that he only fought one time. What did Boots and is this significant that says, you know what, Boots is better than Keith Thurman, or has earned it more than Keith Thurman to get a shot?
He's been fighting more welterweights in the division.
Boots, hold on, watch this. Boots needs to fight somebody like Ugas. Let Barrios and Ugas, let him fight somebody like that.
Need to fight somebody like Ugas.
Because to be honest, look, Barrios fought Thurman, and then the next fight, he lost, and then the next fight he knocked somebody out. And if Mario Barrios beat Ugas, he deserves Bud more than Boots. Mario
Hey.
Barrios will deserve Bud Crawford more than Boots.
Hey man, they better give my dog Keith Thurman a title shot. He 34, still primetime powered. They fearing this dude because he's still active. He's not gonna be weight drained and sluggish like Errol Spence at 47 because he never moved up in his entire damn career.
Let him fight Ennis for a vacant belt then.
That's fine.
Bro, you already know what's gonna happen to Thurman.
Yeah.
Put like this. Put like this.
You already know.
That's murder.
No.
That's why Thurman
Stop.
is ducking.
Listen. The problem is y'all believe in a lot of cats like Ennis until they get chin checked. Again, we ain't seen him tested yet. You niggas got a lot of faith in somebody who ain't been tested by a real power puncher. That's funny to me.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care how flashy and fancy.
When the last time Thurman knocked shit out? Since you know everything, you know his whole backstory.
No. Again,
he never want to answer shit.
No. We can put him. I'm just saying, continue to fight because you ain't fought you ain't fought no elite people.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You haven't fought nobody, so you don't deserve to fight the fucking best.
No. Thurman has already fought the elites. I'm talking about Boots.
Yeah, like 8 years ago, bro.
What are you, bro?
Like that's like saying.
But like this, he sound like he sound
back. Like, bro, you talking about? Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of it, bro.
Put like this.
Mario Barrios, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Really?
It's time to go out with the
Again,
top of the welterweight division, bro.
Out with the old, in with the new.
Put like this.
I'm gonna give an example.
He's a former champion.
Exactly. He doesn't have to work. He doesn't. No. I'm gonna give an example, bro.
He's a unified champion. Boots did it once.
I'm gonna give an example.
I thought you was talking about Mario Barrios.
A guy that's been a champion.
Y'all really about to try to justify that baby shit.
Look, a guy that's been a respectable champion, is a respectable fighter in that respective division. Don't need to work their way back up like he's gonna be ranked number 15. He gotta work his way back up. Mike Tyson went to jail for 3 years, and as soon as he came back, he was ranked number 7.
Man, Mike Tyson was undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
He lost to Buster Douglas, but when he went to jail,
bro, why are y'all playing? Why are y'all playing?
But like I said, if
we are in an era, brother, respectfully, we are in an era where men are coming into boxing with no fights at all and getting championship fights. Vasily Lomachenko, Conor McGregor, Ngannou, y'all talking about Keith, one-time Thurman, beat Prime Sean Porter.
Novelty fights.
Is there something significant more than these other guys?
These are novelty fights. Like that ain't boxing.
Again, like I say, Lomachenko was in boxing and he had a championship fight. His first fight.
Lomachenko was a two-time gold medalist. None of
that matters. None of that matters, brother. No, it don't. Not in the
top 10 dude. His first fight. That's the contract he signed. He said, "I'm trying to win the title my first fight." Bob Burns said, "Hey, I could get you in 2 fights if you beat the top 10 dude." He beat the top 10 dude. He got a title shot his second fight.
Listen, that's how that shit happened. And he lost, and he got his ass beat.
Yeah, he also got low blow. Like
brother, you just spoke. You got some more to speaking to do. He lost again. So all of that.
Fuck you trying to?
I know, but I mean, grown men know how to dialogue, and it's like you holding Jaron Boots nuts or something, but because he ain't been tested. Again,
bro, you just own.
That's what I'm saying. This
don't make no sense.
No. Listen. I want to see.
It don't make no sense.
No. I want to see the fights. But Crawford, let Boots get the winner of Crawford and Thurman. What are you talking about? If he's gonna say,
if he get the winner of fucking Boots and Crawford.
Crawford is banking on Canelo beating Charlo. Guess what? That may not happen. Again, Crawford is saying, Spence, keep the rematch at 147. So you at 147, Spence is going to 54. You need to fight Keith Thurman.
That's what I'm talking about.
Boots
That's what I'm talking about. One time.
Hold on. Watch this.
What's the point of even fighting Keith Thurman?
Watch this.
Point of fighting Keith Thurman.
Would you fight?
Out here fighting Barrios and shit has fought 2 times in 3 years and shit. That's bullshit. No, it's actually people in the division putting in work. Virgil Ortiz putting in work. Stanley Oaks putting in work. It's motherfuckers that was doing shit, bro. You ain't just fucking chilling just because resting on your laurels and shit. Nah, bro, that ain't how that shit work.
He holding Boots.
Nah, that ain't how that shit work. No, I'm speaking of motherfuckers that put in work and who deserve that shit.
Boots ain't did.
You want some fanboy shit.
No, that's Boots. That's Boots following these niggas around when he could just be fighting champions instead of nobodies. That's Boots.
Thurman is
Right,
the legacy.
that's Boots.
Thurman
It's
is the
Boots'
money
fault
fight
that they took
legacy
5
fight.
years to make one fight happen. You wanted to see 6 years ago. That's
Thurman is
Boots'
the
fault.
legacy
We've been
fight.
waiting for Spence-Crawford to fight for 6 years.
Hold on, Thurman.
Right,
Hold on,
come on,
Thurman
get
is
out
the
of here,
legacy
bro.
fight. Thurman is the legacy fight, money fight, and he'll promote it better than Boots.
Facts.
Bro,
That's what I'm saying. Like former unified
Blair
champion,
Cobb will
former
promote a
unified
fight better
champion.
than Thurman.
Former unified champion. Stop.
Blair Cobb will promote
And
a
without
fight
that
better than
knockdown,
Thurman.
without that
I bet
flash
money.
without that
If you
flash
want to talk
knockdown,
about that shit.
without the flash knockdown to Pacquiao, he won that fight.
That's
I don't
who
even
Keith Thurman
understand
needs
why
to
they
be
talk.
fighting. He needs to be fighting Blair Cobbs, bro.
You know, out of those three, who would be the most challenging? You feel?
Probably Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman. Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman. Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman.
Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman.
Because a lot of people think Spence because of his size.
Yeah, because the space. Y'all, you see what size does to you? Nothing. 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 You know, his punches didn't even move Terence, so size don't mean anything. But Thurman is just he mobile, good with his punches. He punches from different angles. Thurman is just he mobile, good with his punches. He punches from different angles.
Thurman,
Bro,
like I
was
say,
that interview after the Benavidez
it was
fight?
after the Crawford and Spence fight. Thurman, the experts know. Boots ain't did enough. Boots ain't no one punch knockout. Boots ain't got it in him. Again, Boots still got to get humble.
Old ass interviews after Benavidez and shit, man. That shit was 8 years ago. Bud ain't trying to fight Thurman ass. The fuck?
Because he's scared. He's scared too.
But that's the question. If he's going to stay in 147, who's going to fight? It's
Boots.
Thurman,
Boots, bro.
And
the streets want Boots, bro.
That's the streets. What the industry wants. That's what matters.
Put it like this: I want Thurman to just knock Boots out because, again, he's give him a lot. Like take. I'm just saying, like. Take away his old, you know what I'm saying? Beat him
like
up.
30 fights, 29 knockouts. When the
He
last
can't
time
take it on the chin. He can't take it on the chin. He ain't taking it on the chin from no elite.
140
He not taking it on the chin. He not taking it on the chin from no elite.
Tank Davis knocked that man out, bro.
He not
Tank
taking
Davis
it
came from 130 and knocked out Mario Barrios, but Keith Thurman couldn't. Stop playing, bro.
Again, as far as like I said.
All right, look at the time. Look at the time gap between fucking Pacquiao fight and Mario Barrios, bro. And ask yourself how many fucking welterweights did Boots fight in that time?
All right, he fought Delome, Clayton.
That don't matter. Tio beats everybody at welter.
Not enough, man. That's what I'm saying.
No, he don't. Teofimo don't beat nobody at welterweight.
Yes,
Teofimo's a hype job.
He's beating all of them.
Hell no.
Boots, Thurman, Crawford, all of them. Tio beats them all, bro.
That's
don't sleep on Tio, bro. Tio ain't no hype job. Tio's
gonna get knocked out.
If he fight Bud, I like to see the fight. Tio's proven me wrong before, so I would like to see that fight. Not over Boots, though.
That's why
not over Boots, though. I see that shit over Thurman. Bro, tell Thurman to fight Blair Cobb.
Look, watch this. Look at this. Hold on, watch this. You got three. Hold on, bro. I know but you rambling. Boots has no championship experience. Teofimo ain't even been to the weight class yet, and everybody's saying fight them instead of the cat who's unified before there. Like this come on. This is the era of boxing,
bro. You need to change your name to Keith Thurman Ponytail, bro. You a fanboy in the century.
No, turn yours to
Change your name to Keith. You keep
turn yours. No. Your Boots jockstrap.
Bro, you watch that Pacquiao fight. Wish your Thurman changed it. Matter of fact, I don't even front. Like I
change your name to Jaron Jockstrap. Jaron Jockstrap.
He did come back in my eyes.
Jaron Stiletto Ennis.
He flashy, but he got to get tested. I mean, I know boxing. I don't care about how you.
You keep saying that, but it sounds like you
get tested.
Like you really,
listen. No. I know boxing. I don't think you do. The eye test means nothing.
I hear you saying that.
Eye test means nothing. I hear you are keeping your up and coming fighter away from getting his jaw.
Hey, can you tell me a round that Boots Ennis lost in his career?
He ain't fought no elites.
Can you tell me around he's lost in his
He
career?
ain't fought no elites.
Man,
I'm
they
just
say
asking.
that
Can you tell me
Let me know
around?
when
Can
he.
you pick
Let me know
one
when. Let me know when he
round
fights
in
an
any of
elite.
his fights that he
Wake
lost?
me up. Wake me up when he beats an elite.
Hold on, guys. Coda, what you saying, Coda?
Every test is his new test. Like every fight he goes to, oh, this is a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he does with this. Sergey Lipinets was nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Rashidi Ellis was supposed to be nice, and Villa beat him. So he beats the guy that beats Rashidi Ellis, and now he fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? And he makes it look like nobody.
To be honest, Rashidi Ellis was beating him throughout the whole fight. It was that last round. He was beating him throughout the whole fight.
All right, well,
Nah, it was the pressure was getting up to him.
And the somebodies don't want
in
to
the
fight.
late.
I don't know.
He trying to fight the
Late in the
somebody.
fight, Vila was starting to connect on him with heavy shots. You know,
Man, he
Rashidi
trying to
Ellis
fight
just
to
can't get off the
somebody.
ropes, bro.
Thurman
Like that's
don't
really
wanna
his
fight.
problem. Like, he
Listen,
fast,
look what
but
Sean Porter said on his own podcast. Sean Porter was like, "Man, what I'm gonna stay in the game for? Huh?
to fight
become a
Boots and get murdered
gatekeeper and fight Boots, that young phenom. I don't want that smoke." Sean Porter said that.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
that's when he ain't had no love for the game, because that wasn't Sean Porter. That wasn't Sean
Yo,
Porter
that's
demeanor.
not
That's
the
when
point I'm
that's
trying
when you
to
become
make.
civilized, like Mickey told Rocky in Rocky 3.
Man,
Sean Porter was my favorite fighter out that whole welterweight, you know, that era. But he didn't want no parts of Boots.
Yo,
none of these dudes want parts of Boots. Boots really the boogeyman out here. First thing Crawford say, man, fighting Boots or lose. I want to fight Boots. After the fight, he texting Wallow, you want to see a dead body? Talking all that good shit. But when it got exposed, that energy changed. Everybody saw that shit.
And it's like, bro, y'all wouldn't be saying that really prior to this Errol Spence performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was saying, oh, Boots ain't fight nobody. It's exactly what y'all was saying about Crawford up until this Errol Spence performance. And now that he
Hold on. But Crawford fought Porter. Crawford fought Porter. So he did fight an elite. Boots done nothing.
Man, y'all tried to diminish Porter, saying Porter ain't nobody.
Hold on, let me get the super chat, yo. Tip Bayless with the $10 super chat. De Los Santos is the next Tito Trinidad. Wow. Keith Thurman still the best welterweight of this generation. Jesus Ramos is the next Mexican American superstar. Barrio drops Ugas with a
What's
body
up,
shot.
baby?
Okay. I do got Barrios beating Ugas in the upset.
What's up, baby? What's up? I'm here.
I got. Hey.
I mean, the Barrios beat Ugas, man. I'm gonna be real with you.
I don't think that nobody
face
beat
got
Shakur.
rearranged.
I don't think that nobody boxes Shakur. Keith Thurman is the best opposition for a Bud Crawford, in my opinion. And yeah, so I got you, Tip Bayless. Go look at that, Tip.
Yeah.
So Ugas Barrios is undercard of Charlo Canelo.
I don't know, but Carmel Morton debuts. Wait. Yeah, Ugas Barrios is the undercard. And then it's Jesus Ramos and who the hell is it?
Erickson Lubin.
Yeah, Erickson Lubin. Yeah.
See,
and
that's right there. See, like for me,
prelim.
like Boots Ennis could move up to the 154 and fight Brian Castano, Sebastian Fondura, Tony Harrison. He don't gotta stay at 147.
Exactly.
Tell Keith Thurman to do that. Tell Keith Thurman to move up.
Hold on. But he's already proven.
He ain't doing nothing at welterweight. Why not move up?
But he's proven.
He's
asking
proven.
Boots to prove himself.
Yeah, he can't do it. Yeah, but Boots can't do it. You can't fight. Boots is a pity pat runner. He can't do that at 54 and 60
Thurman,
and all of that.
Thurman did fight. Thurman did move up and fought a catch weight with Carlos Quintana, who beat Paul Williams. He did it.
Anything.
He did
it. Yeah, Boots need to move up. If he just crying because he ain't beat nobody.
Listen, I told Greg Hackett that. I'm like, yo, like I know you be around Boots. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't he go up and try to get ahead of the game? Like, you know that Crawford and Spence about to move up. So if he want one of those guys, why you don't tell him to move up? Fight, you know what I'm saying? Fight a few contenders up there, you know what I'm saying? And then Jamel moving up, so the belts are gonna be vacant. So he could fight a whole bunch of contenders, and then he could really possibly get one of those fights,
Hey, it's almost like what happened to Paul Williams. Paul Williams gonna get a fight in welterweight. He moved up.
Hear me out though, but then again, Boots was like before Crawford was trying to do all this 3 undisputed. Like Boots been saying that shit for like 2 years. You go see some of his videos. He been saying like, "Yo, I'm gonna be the first one to become three-time, maybe 4-time undisputed champion in the world." You know what I'm saying, in the 4-belt era. So he really trying to make that mark. So like that's why he started at 147. He trying to collect all the belts. And it's not even like he's not trying to fight the top guys. He'll fight Crawford right now for undisputed, but you know what I'm saying, that opportunity's not there for him. So he's gonna try to become undisputed and then move up, gradually.
Hey, let me get this super chat. Potato Chip 777 with the Cinco Peso said Boots can barely get nobody to fight him. How he gonna fight an elite with this energy?
Exactly.
Go up and wait. Go up. Don't stay stuck at 147. Everybody's saying that
Bro, and Jamel
he's a
gonna
big
fight him?
welterweight. He's 5'10".
He can fight Tim Zhu.
Yeah,
Shit, I ain't mad at that fight, but like he
Tim Zhu
already
is
in
taking his
position
clout
to get
right
a
now,
belt.
bro. Tim Zhu is taking his clout right now.
Like he worked all this time to get in position. He the mandatory. He in position right now.
These guys, I'm telling you, he started his career first, then Shakur and Tio. These guys already accomplished. Devin Haney is accomplished. Devin Haney's moving up to fight Regis Prograis. Teofimo Lopez moved up to fight John Taylor. Come on, Boots, you gotta. We can't be looking at everybody else of your generation doing their thing and still be like, well, nobody.
But you gotta look at those 4 people at that lightweight class. Those are the marquee dudes. Those like Boots had a bougie class where he's not the bougie guy.
Exactly.
Like Teofimo, Devin Haney, those were the 4 kings of this era in that lightweight class. They were popular as fuck. They the bougie people in that class.
Listen, aside from
you gotta dare to be great, bro.
Did Devin Haney fight better competition than Boots?
You gotta be there to be great. When there was people that was saying the same thing. Oh, they were saying that Floyd Mayweather is ducking Paul Williams. Paul Williams wanted the Floyd Mayweather fight. Guess what? Paul Williams did. He moved up, and who he fought? Another great fighter. He fought the Winky Rights of the world. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move up. That's it. Don't stay stuck.
That's the only nigga Mayweather.
And guess what? And before the accident,
false. He ducked Shane Mosley in the 90s.
And before
Shane Mosley
and before the accident,
he didn't.
And before the accident, let's not forget that Paul Williams was about to fight Canelo. That was the fight before the accident.
But yeah, Mayweather did duck Shane Mosley. Mosley.
Hold on, Mosley.
Hold on, brother. I know the back. Hold on, that's false. That's false.
He said
that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. You need to go back deeper. We're talking about the 90s when both those boys was on the Ring magazine cover. Mayweather at 130, Mosley at 135. He even said it in the interview face to face. He said, "I asked you, do you want to come up 5 pounds and fight me?" Where Mosley knocked out everybody. Mayweather said, "I'll stay at 130, collect the belts." Shane said, "Okay, I'm going up 2 weight classes to fight Oscar De La Hoya." And we know that Mosley would have hurt this boy 10 years prior before they fought because he almost killed him in the 2nd round when he was 38. So again.
Bullshit.
Mayweather still lost.
Mayweather ducked
Mosley.
Beat the shit out of Mosley. He ducked him in his prime, though. You're not listening. He ducked him in his prime.
Man, everybody say that. Everybody say that.
No, this is proven. This is proven. This is proven.
Didn't want to fight Floyd.
No. Mayweather Senior has said the reasons why he didn't want his son fighting Mosley at those lower weights.
Mosley Senior is the one that talked to
Mosley was on steroids.
He wasn't on steroids. He was just big for that division.
That nigga done got caught.
But like this, it's crazy. It's crazy. They say he was on steroids, but he went through the USADA. He went through the USADA testing with Floyd and almost killed him in the 2nd round. See what I mean?
But died directly in the fight. Almost don't count.
Hey, y'all, they must not be older. They don't know. They don't know. They know old school boxing.
He almost killed him, but he didn't drop him. Come on, what we talking about?
Because the fight was supposed to be 10 years. The fight was supposed to. Because he held him. He held him 3-4 times. Again, the fight was also supposed to put like this. The fight was supposed to be 10 years prior. So just know that.
All right.
Bro, a pretty boy probably would have destroyed Shane Mosley, to be real.
Not at all.
A young
Even
Floyd Mayweather with good hands would have beat
not
the
at all.
dog shit.
Look
That
at
shit would
Floyd.
have looked like a Turo Gotti.
Look
That
what
shit would have
Floyd
looked like a Turo Gotti fight.
Look,
That shit would
Floyd
have looked like fucking Diego Corrales. He would have
he
beat the fuck
wasn't
out of. Come
he
on, bro.
wasn't strong enough then. He even
Oh,
said
he wasn't strong enough. He was knocking shit out, bro. He would have fucked Shane Mosley up.
But he wasn't. Hold on. Watch this.
As an older fighter with broken, brittle hands, he was beating the shit out of him.
Watch this punch. The nigga Mayweather even told you for the Shane Mosley fight when he's 38, I need to run in combat boots and chop with trees. He even said in the fight, yeah, I'm stronger now. I can deal with you. So what is that telling you? He said I moved. He said I moved him with a hook with my arm, and he felt, yeah, I'm strong now. I can deal with you. He wasn't strong enough before. Again, like I say, I know who's ducking who. All I'm to land my plane, bro.
This man thinks Spence was ducking Thurman. Like, what were you talking about?
Hold on, Jose, what you saying, Jose?
When's Teofimo gonna fight again, bro? He's gonna fight this year. He gonna fight in February. I don't know, bro.
It's either December.
He better get a 47 fight first before you talk crazy.
It's either December 9th or February 10th.
The same day as Haney. Oh, that's fire.
Come on, y'all talking about Teofimo coming to 47, his first fight to fight Crawford?
Let's go, baby. Greatness. Let's go. Potato chip. Let me get the super chat. Potato chip 777. Good looking now, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Said Tio and Devin got belt in the division they started in. Let's Biatz get belts. Let Boots probably, I think. Let Boot get belts first, then he can move up. Punch.
Real talk.
Hey, I understand, but there is a man that's undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's why I got Boots on the screen. I'm not saying that he's not a position to get the Bud fight. That's why I got Thurman. If I got Boots, I got Tio if he wants to move up and use the super title, the petition to get a direct fight with Bud Crawford. That's why I got these guys, because Bud Crawford said that he's gonna stay at 147. So these are the best opposition, in my opinion, that's gonna bring us some legacy. That's gonna be a good fight that people will want to see. That's gonna bring him the money, right? Bud Crawford said he want money. He don't care about credibility, right? At this point, well, not him. I'm sorry, his guy, his one of his team, his team. He said he don't care about credit anymore, that he wants money. All right, so I'm looking at 147. Who's the guy that's going to bring him some money for Bud Crawford? I see Thurman and I see Teofimo Lopez. Boots, I don't know if that money. I don't know if people know.
Bro, the way I see it, man, the way I see it, like, I know Bud, like, probably looking at this whole situation like he did before the Spence fight, but everybody and their mama saw that Spence fight. Not only was it a huge fight, historic, you performed excellently. Like, that man got way more fans. He probably a fucking cash cow right now. He could probably fight anybody and make a fucking decent bag. Like, he's not in the same position. He's in the same fucking spot where he's selling like 100,000 pay-per-views. Everybody saw that shit. This man been on national TV. Everybody know.
He loses to Thurman.
That shit on Google. Like,
what you say, host? Because he's rambling. Because he loses to Thurman. That's why he's running now.
Do you think he?
Bro, nobody's running from Thurman, bro.
So you think
Crawford,
who has Thurman fought, bro?
Crawford is a bitch until he sees Thurman. In the store.
Who has Thurman fought in the last
year? I know, bro. Look. I'm not. Watch this, bro.
Hey, Punch,
watch this. Watch this. Because all I did is saw you. Watch this.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
I'm finna tell you what I'm talking about when you stop queefing on the mic.
Who has he fought, though?
Okay,
why
stop
won't
queefing.
you answer the questions?
I am, but you don't.
Why won't you answer the questions that people want answers, man?
Take your hand off your hip. Take your hand off your hip, because you
ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers.
Well, once the diva calms down, I'll tell him the answer. Again,
hey, man, who
like
has
I
he
said,
fought the last year? That's the question.
No, only a woman has to repeat themselves like that. Again.
No, I got to say that for some people and children.
Crawford.
He said, "Pull your penny."
Exactly, Crawford.
Some people and children. You got to repeat yourself too.
He beat a washed up. I mean, he beat washed up Porter. That's cool.
See what I'm saying? This is why I got to repeat myself. I asked you who has Thurman fought in the last year.
Hold on. And he beat weight drain.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So
when he beat a weight, I'll say it again. Who has Thurman fought in the last year?
No. It ain't. Who has Deontay fought in the last year?
Why
who has Wilder fought in the last? You see what I mean? See, that's what I'm talking about. But it doesn't. Watch this. What's going to happen? The same thing that's going to happen when Crawford gets his, Thurman get his hands on Crawford. So again, you trying to tell the nigga to stay away from.
Who has Thurman fought in the last year? Why is it so hard for you to answer that question?
I just
Why is it so hard for this man? It's hilarious.
Because Crawford ducked him last year.
Right?
Oh, no, because Crawford
who
ducked him last year.
In the last?
Thank
you. Somebody is work. Who on the panel saying nobody?
Coda.
Thank you, bro.
Here it is right here.
Now, Coda, he don't want to answer the questions. Let's ignore him. He don't want to answer.
Let's go to the box rec. Let's go to the box rec.
Who has Thurman fought?
He been inactive, so no one.
Hold on, let's go to the box rec because Thurman was just. Hold on, if you go to Fight Hub TV, Thurman just said I called both of them. Oh, David Avanesian. Oh, that's right. Thurman was trying to fight Crawford in December of 2022. But Crawford chose to fight David Avanesian.
Over Boots, yes.
No, over Thurman. Boots is a nobody. You forgot. He's a nobody.
Bro,
he has to prove himself.
There is no fucking buzz for Keith Thurman, bro. You gotta
fight.
You living back in the day.
Be ready.
Hold on, watch this. So Crawford had the David Avanesian fight late 22. And oh, that's right. Spence got his ass whooped by Crawford, not only because he was weight drained, because he chose to duck. Thurman.
Hey man, I got experience with people like this. He just got stuff he want to points. He want to make in his head, so he just really not trying to listen to what's going on.
Okay, so now that's true. Now Crawford. So now Crawford. So Crawford and Spence.
Change the whole subject.
Crawford and Spence avoided Thurman late 22 in the store.
Yeah.
Now that's in history books.
Facts.
Both of them.
Yep.
You don't say, "Oh, I'm not fighting you because you didn't fight me when I was coming up." Look at the effeminate emotions in these niggas, bro. I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you because you didn't fight me when I was coming up. Nigga, you calling me out, and guess what? I'm finna beat the shit out of you because I'm a champion and you didn't fight me because I was coming up. I'm finna prove that I was always better than you.
End of discussion. Debate is over. You will write a formal apology.
Exactly. It's like Mayweather. Well, I didn't even say it, but y'all forgot about somebody else Mayweather ducked. Costa Zoo. I don't give a damn what you say. If you retired my uncle, I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck if Hatton whooped your ass. I have to see you. And Mayweather didn't go see Costa Zoo. That was
Barrios over Ugas.
Of course not. I'm going for Ugas, and Ugas has the name. He has the Pacquiao win. Hold on. Ugas got the Pacquiao. Watch this, bro. Watch this. Hopefully Ugas does win because he does have recognition at 47. He is at 47. But he got the Pacquiao win, and I'm just saying, hopefully he can. Whoever wins, Thurman or Boots needs to fight them. And until we see what's going on, because we talking in limbo right now. Like we all good, brothers, but we talking real quick. Hold on, that's a lie. We all talking in limbo because boxing at welterweight. Watch this. It's gonna get real tricky. We don't know what's gonna happen in less than 2 weeks.
Think he's the riddle me nigga.
It's true. No. It's true. It's true right here. We don't. Everything is gonna change because of
exactly.
Bud Crawford is looking for a potential Charlo or Canelo. So the way that. Even if the outcome is that Canelo Alvarez beat Charlo, but it's going to be
a draw. What if it's a draw? What if it's a draw? That's what I'm saying. Exactly. We don't. Boxing will do this. That's what I'm saying. Crawford. Hold on, but no. Hold on. Boots is going to get a title shot. We know this. He's undefeated. What I'm saying is, Crawford is trying to see what's going to happen with Canelo and Charlo. Go ahead, brother. You go ahead.
Now I was gonna say the problem is with the when Coda, you're saying fight Boots. Then the problem is this: that Boots is affiliated with PBC, TGB, he's affiliated.
So
with
is Crawford.
Wait. There is a rematch clause, so the pieces, those business handlers, is not gonna move because they're not gonna cut Errol Spence's throat.
What's going on right now?
So
Errol Spence.
Remember, that's the same team.
Hold on,
That's what I'm saying.
hold
Errol
on. Watch
Spence
this.
is looking elsewhere potentially
Hold on,
and all that.
hold on, real quick. We don't know. We just heard that Errol Spence said he again. I'm hearing that he might just take the rematch at 47.
Yeah, well, that was rumors. I tried to ask a couple people, but they
What's
don't
not rumors is the rematch clause, brother. So that's another stick out there that we got to deal with. The rematch clause is not a rumor. So
right. The whole point is that it might not happen.
Well, remember, Bomac, it was Crawford's team.
If it don't happen, he wanted to make Errol Spence fight him at 147. If Errol Spence don't fight him at 147, so what he gonna do now? He gonna move up to 154 because he's not trying to fight Boots.
Hold on. That's stupid. Hold on. That don't make any sense. If he's not gonna fight Errol at 54 next, then that means Crawford shouldn't move up to 54 anytime soon, because that's gonna look like complete duck move.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, he talking about going up 3 weight classes. Then I mean, hey, it is what it is.
See, but put it this way, we got to give credit, even though with Errol Spence, by activating the rematch clause even before Bud Crawford decided what weight he's going to be fighting in. Remember, he activated the rematch clause. Bud Crawford decides the weight. So the question is, if you already activated the rematch clause, does he submit to whatever Bud Crawford says, 147 to 154? He already activated the rematch clause, so that means that Errol Spence is good for whatever Bud Crawford's going to choose. Why are we not seeing it like that?
Yeah, did he activate the rematch clause?
Well, remember, that was Bomac. That's Bud Crawford's team that actually said that Errol Spence activated the rematch clause before he got locked up.
Somebody's microphone. Mute your mic, brother. But yeah,
running out of battery.
Tank over everybody.
But he got to do more. He got to go see Devin Haney.
Man, Tank versus Shakur to fight.
I mean, all 3 of them got to see each other. You're right.
That Shakur fight will happen once Shakur is with the PBC. Devin Haney had the chance to sign with the PBC. Fight Tank at 135. Move up and fight 2 champions in Rolly Romero and Subriel Matias and be unified with the PBC. And then, expand elsewhere to, you know what I'm saying?
Tank finna get them
Teofimo Tank father, bro.
I'm just saying it could have been a plan.
Teo got a whole career off of fights Tank supposed to fight.
Potato chip. 777. Good looking out once again. Appreciate you, my brother. God bless. He said Boots versus Crawford, best fight in my opinion. Great discussion. Good night, fellas. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. God bless. It is.
No, it's not. It's Crawford and Thurman. It's Crawford and Thurman, man. I'm telling you.
Streets don't believe you. Need more people.
And if it's not Boots and Thurman, I'm sorry, if it's not Crawford and Thurman, it's still Crawford and Boots. It's still good fight.
Give my dog Keith Thurman his title shot, man. So it's time to.
Why does he deserve a title shot?
3 times in the past 6 years, bro. 3 times in 6 years.
Bro, he said, he's active. He's only 34.
What the fuck is he active?
What are you talking about active, bro?
So let me ask you a question. So did Sugar Ray Leonard deserve the fight with Hagler for the title?
Exactly.
I can see if you out injured, you know what I'm saying, rental chair.
3 years.
You know what I'm saying?
Did he deserves to come back and get a title shot? Yes or no?
Yes, he did, because he Ray Leonard, just like Thurman.
Not really.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Hagler wanted that fight. Hagler wanted that paper.
That's the problem with these fans. That's the problem with these fans today.
That's the difference. Like Thurman not a cash cow.
Remember. These the same cats. Oh no. Thurman got a name. Thurman got a name. And again,
that's all he got.
Listen,
that's enough. That's the point. The point. I'm gonna say like this:
name is hotter than Thurman right now.
If Boots,
real talk,
talking about Keith Thurman.
Nobody's talking about Thurman,
bro.
He made. Put it this way: leading up to the fight, Keith Thurman made way more noise than even Boots.
Exactly. He was out there.
That was
where was Boots? Where was Boots in the biggest fight in the sport of boxing?
All Thurman do is talk, bro.
Exactly my point. And people still want Boots.
He need to be a commentator.
Hold on. All Thurman do is talk, and he only lost to Pacquiao by a flash knockdown.
a 57-year-old Pacquiao, bro. That's number one. Number two,
No, awkward. Hold on, awkward.
That was his moment, bro. He let his moment go, bro.
Hold on, an awkward style, and it was a flash knockdown. It wasn't even a real knockdown.
By a 57-year-old
Pacquiao dropped people by the same combination every fight, bro.
Bro, it don't matter. He
been
caught
doing
Mayweather.
that shit for a decade.
If Mayweather didn't have the ropes, then when he caught Mayweather, Mayweather could have got flash knocked down.
Zero
That wasn't a
chance.
flash knockdown, bro.
Zero
He
chance.
bounced off the canvas.
He's 57 years old.
That was a flash knockdown. And he, bro,
Pacquiao
again,
made him spit out his mouthpiece and he ran, bro. Like, come on,
bro, listen. Put him in there with Crawford. Put him in there with Crawford. Crawford.
Why would we do that?
Decision.
Why would you want to do that?
At least
I thought he won.
At least y'all
I thought he won the fight personally.
At least y'all analyzing the Thurman and Pacquiao. Who y'all analyzing with Boots? Y'all just
nobody.
saying that he look good.
Bro, he dominates everybody. He way above the competition he been fighting.
Because he fucking plays with his opponents. It's so easy.
Right.
For him.
Stop it.
No,
This dude hasn't lost a round since he started. This dude has not lost a round since he started, man.
Villa was a knockout artist, bro. Villa had 2 fights that he won by decision. Everything else was knockouts, bro.
Hey, Punch, he got to show me. Hey, watch this. Watch this. Mayweather. Because what I knew about Mayweather ducking Mosley back in the 90s, because of what I knew. Again, Mayweather, even at that level, had to show me that you can deal with this Mosley nigga. Again, Boots got to show me that you can deal with one of these elites.
Bro, why are you talking about Mosley and Mayweather like these niggas are close? Mayweather way better than Mosley, bro.
Not in their prime. Mayweather couldn't take. Mosley is the only fighter to take away the pound for pound #1 rankings from a prime Roy Jones. Brother, hold on. Shane Mosley is the only fighter to take away the pound for pound #1 spot from prime Roy Jones.
All that shit was arguable.
No, that happened. That's fact.
Answer my question.
That's a fact.
Who the fuck do you want Boots to fight?
Bro, a pound for pound list is a fucking fictional list.
Brother.
Who?
Ryan Castaño, Tony Harrison, Sebastian Fundura. There's a lot. There's fights.
That's what I'm saying. He just rambling.
Go ahead. There's more fights. There's more fights for Boots.
Virgil Ortiz, Brian Castaño at 50.
Virgil Ortiz, bro. This is what I'm saying. We got to stop the cap, man. Boots has been putting in work for years.
154. Virgil Ortiz, 154.
Yeah, move up. That's what we're saying. We're saying don't get stuck.
That's what I'm saying,
That's what we're
man.
saying.
These dudes holding up the division, man. They need to move up.
The problem is that you think that Keith Thurman is not a name. If you lost respect for Keith Thurman, that's on you. Keith Thurman is a name. Boots Ennis hasn't done anything significant, even with Thurman. Hold on. Boots hasn't done anything significant, even with Keith Thurman fighting one time in the past 4 years. Let me know what Boots has done. He's done nothing. Nothing but good. Nothing.
Exactly.
No. Y'all heard enough. Let me cook. He hasn't fought no gatekeeper. No X4 champions in the welterweight division. He's done nothing. At 26 years old. Y'all trying to shit on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman has a name. He can sit on his ass. He can sit on. Wait. Let me cook, though. Let me cook. I'm gonna stay shut. Keith Thurman was staying on his ass at home while Boots still fighting guys. We don't know, bro. Y'all shitting on Thurman for no reason. Y'all supposed to say Boots Ennis. Why you not doing with Shakur, Devin, all these guys that you started your career first in them? What have you been doing? You got 32 fights. 32. The fuck is that talking about, bro? Thurman got 32 and look at his resume. You talking about what Thurman did with Pacquiao. What the fuck Boots did with Kelly? Who the fuck is Kelly?
Exactly.
What are you talking about, bro?
Thurman is ready, bro. Thurman and Crawford should be the next fight.
Okay.
Tell me what he's done. Give me something. Give me something to gauge you.
That sounds good.
Real quick.
Mario Barrios is fighting Ugas. Mario Barrios fought Thurman.
Punch. That's what I said. Hold on. That's what I said. We need to wait till next week. We need to wait till the Charlo Canelo. We got September 30th.
That's what he's done.
One at a time, yo. One at a time. One at a time, bro. One at a time.
Everybody that was willing to fight him, he washed them. Everybody that was willing to, he washed them. Not even a fucking round loss. The nigga
Nobody's though. Nobody's.
He was in line to petition. He was in mandatory position to fight Bud. He got out of there. He went to the IBF. He been in the IBF. Where has been your Hold on. I said in the beginning, business decisions speak louder than words. He's the mandatory in the IBF. When the fuck is Cameron Duncan is gonna put his balls into the fucking pen and sign a fucking petition to the IBF to mandate Bruce to fight Bud? When is that gonna happen? You let me know. Let me know when his team got. Wait. I know somebody that got balls, like Teofimo Lopez, that signed a petition to be elevated. Exactly. Now you tell me, as a mandatory in the IBF that hasn't been mandated in the past 5 years. When is this team gonna grab the cojones to petition to be mandated by the IBF? Let me know when that happens. Hold on, bro. Answer the question. When?
That fool just wants clout.
When?
He's a clout demon.
Let me know.
When? Give me when. I don't know. I want y'all to answer my question.
Let me know when I go.
We got 12 days.
A year. Tell me, when has Boots team petitioned the IBF to be mandated? When?
When I could go, let me know.
Tell me when. I want a date.
All right, hear me out. Right? Can
when?
I go? Yo, listen,
go ahead. Give me a date.
When
February, March, April.
When Boots was his mandatory, Bud went to Black Prime, right? They wanted their only fight. The only way they wanted to make that fight if it's Boots signed with Black Prime when he's already signed with Showtime, right? So then Boots, he couldn't do that because he's already contracted with Showtime. So then Boots signed, or he left the IBF and he took the mandatory as a WBO because he was on the same side of the street as Errol Spence. It was the easier fight to make. So Errol Spence went all this and ducked around and then went fought the champions.
All right.
Hold on, man. Let me finish. And then went and fought Bud. All right, they unify now.
All right, what I'm gonna say is he was never the mandatory. Hold on. He was never the mandatory in the WBO. He was ranked like number 4 and number 3. Virgil was ranked above him.
This was public records, folks. My brother, this was public records, and Boots Ennis been ranked by the WBC, IBF, and the WBO. Boots Ennis was number 3 and number 2 in the WBC. He wanted to fight for the interim. He could have and fought for a Keith Thurman fight in the WBC and not fight Mario Barrios. What are you talking about?
Keith Thurman a duck. He ducked that fight.
How?
Boots last fight versus Villa was supposed to be versus Thurman. I know that's a fact.
How he duck it? How he duck it? He left the WBC. He fought Custio Clayton.
I can't do that with my brother.
He fought Custio Clayton. He fought Custio Clayton.
Custio Clayton was number 4 in the WBO.
And he was what?
And he never got knocked out.
In the no, they fought for the IBF. So he fought in the IBF.
WBO.
Listen to me. He fought in the IBF route. Okay?
He got the IBF title when he beat Karen.
Hold on. He fought for the IBF. Cool. The IBF hasn't mandated Spence for whoever holds the belt for almost 5 years.
Exactly. Okay, and everybody knows they was trying to unify and become undisputed. Like,
I'm telling you, so we won't be arguing. Listen to me. The business decisions speak louder than words. You're mandatory. You a mandatory position.
He's been trying.
No, it's no time. That's the problem.
I said,
no, Coda. Listen. Trying is petitioning. Petitioning so you could be ordered.
Oh my God. Petitioning against a nigga that's trying to unify and become undisputed. Bro, he went after all the champions.
So unification trump mandatory at all points.
Bro, no. It's mandatory do not trump it after the 18 months.
Unification
after the 18 months or 14 months or whatever the belt federation has, you could fight whoever you want within that year, that threshold. The IBF, remember, the IBF when gave Errol Spence a voluntary bout. Either you want to fight your mandatory right now, or you want to get a voluntary bout. If you fight, listen. If you fight your voluntary bout,
goes over.
If you fight your voluntary bout, which was Lamont Peterson at the time, then right away you're mandated to fight your mandatory. This is the reason why he fought Carlos Ocampo. That's where he was capping about Keith Thurman, because you was not supposed to be fighting Lamont Peterson as your voluntary. You pick Lamont Peterson, and he said it because that's his friend. He was looking out for his friend. He picked Lamont Peterson. He didn't want to fight nobody else. He picked them. So
Errol
right there,
Spence.
you in cahoots with 2 fights. Because if you fought your voluntary, you already was mandated the 90 days. So now I'm saying, Boots Ennis, you in mandatory position. Your job is to petition for them to order the fight. Not for you to stay around and saying, well, these guys want to fight me, and these don't want to fight me. Business decisions speak louder than words. We all see it. The business of boxing is right for us to see. Go to the WBO and you'll find anybody who's petitioning. Go to the WBO website. You see every petition there. So you know who really wants to fight. This is clout that they do for us to be arguing and debating. They don't want the fight. I want to see the fight with Boots and Crawford. Does Cameron Duncan wants to fight? And if he does, petition to the IBF and Daryl Peoples, and they'll make the fight. Let's go.
Yep. Why don't he do it?
Okay, so you're saying people will petition for fights, and that mean the fight just happens?
How do you get stripped? Even Canelo Alvarez have gotten stripped.
Mandatory.
Even AJ was going to get stripped by the IBF if he don't fight Kobe Pulev.
Yep.
And these guys can leave.
Haney's belt is getting stripped from him for the WBC.
Why he's a champion of reset.
Okay. So what's the point of that when Crawford saying, I won't fight Boots? It's a lose-lose situation.
All right, good. Say that you won't fight Boots, but you got to put the pressure on the Belt Federation to do their job. Fighters could say, "Yeah, I'm going to fight."
That's fair. Fill out the petition, you can do that. But
Fighters
that don't change the fact that Crawford ain't trying to fight Boots.
They get stripped. And then you can move on. You can move on instead of just waiting there. The problem that I have with Boost team is waiting. It's just staying there. Let's see what Bud and Spence gonna do. I'm just gonna wait.
Like Stanionis, who stepped aside 3 times so we can see the fight we all wanted to see.
And he's complaining. Is Stanionis complaining? Yes or no?
No.
Yes, he is. Look at the interviews. He's complaining. Oh, it's their fault. Oh, they have me this. Oh, yeah, but you took step aside money, bro. Now, what was more important?
I wasn't mad that he took step aside money. I wanted to see Spence versus Crawford. I don't know if y'all wanted to see Spence versus Crawford, but I assume all y'all did.
Because we're fans. Think about it. We're fans. Now put yourself in Stanionis' shoes. This is my opportunity. I'm rather get money to get my opportunity. I'd rather get my step aside money than fight.
Stanionis probably wanted to see that fight too.
He didn't believe in himself so much. He should have been like, you know what Stanionis should have said? I ain't stepping aside. This is my opportunity. I work my ass off for this. I'm sorry. Y'all been trying to marinate this fight for far too long. No, I want this opportunity. I'm gonna fight. That's what he should have done. Yep. That's what he should have done.
Ha. Yeah, I appreciate him for stepping aside because I wanted to see that Spence versus Crawford shit. Now that shit's over though, and now it's been unified. Everybody, all the belts are in one fucking place. You ain't got to go collect them bitches like Pokemon. That shit's right there. Now I want to see the fights I want to see. I want to see Boots get his shot.
Yell at me one more time. I'm going to tell Jackie to get on you.
Thank y'all for giving the fans what we wanted.
No, and it's all good. But now where he got right now, is Bud Crawford going to give him a shot? See, at least there was an honorable decision between Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall. Please step aside. Trust me, I'm gonna give you a shot. That's why Jack Catterall stepped aside, and for Jose Ramirez, he became undisputed. And the thing is, Josh Taylor kept his word to Jack Catterall because that fight was not mandated anymore. Because once you step aside money, you lose your place. It was not mandated. He just gave him. He was honorable and kept his word. So now for Stanionis, who's gonna fight you right now? But they gonna fight you. So you step aside for what?
I don't know. I probably thought Spence was gonna win. Spence probably would have kept his word, real shit.
Nah, you know that
Spence seemed like the type of dude that does keep his word.
Spence was gonna go to 154. He was not gonna fight Stanionis.
If he would have won that fight, he would have stayed.
Nah, man.
They all ducking.
That's no money fight.
They all ducking Boots. They ducking. Moral of the story, they ducking.
I want
I ain't
him,
gonna say Crawford ducking, but I'm saying he's showing duck-like characteristics.
I want him to be in the position. I want him to be. How about this?
Look like a duck.
About this. Put yourself in real position to
Act
be
like a
ducked.
duck.
Let me give you. I'm gonna give you an example. Is Shakur Stevenson ducked? Yes or no?
He's a pato. You said what?
Is he being ducked? Yes or no?
Shakur,
yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Has he done the has he done the business? Has he, remember, he requested, he wrote a letter to the WBO and the WBC. Has he put pressure on the Belt Federation and what they did to Devin Haney? Champion in recess.
Correct.
That's what I'm talking about with Boots. You could do it. What is your team doing behind? I'm saying, what is your team doing behind the scenes? If you really want Bud, what is the pressure that you putting on Bud?
When did you want
or Spence at the time?
When did
probably
you
want all the belts?
That?
Shit, you want all them shits.
What time span did you want him to do that?
Yeah, he could probably get one, but what about the rest of them?
Is what I'm trying to say. Like Spence was following all the champions. He's trying to unify, and then Bud was over there signing with BLK Prime, and unless Boots signed with BLK Prime, then they didn't want to make that fight. So when did you want Boots to do this? Like, is what I'm trying to say. What time span?
Boots,
so that I can figure out.
Boots was the IBF mandatory after the Karen fight.
Boots, no. Boots became the the IBF one.
Correct.
After Karen. But he became mandatory precision after he beat.
That was this year.
Clayton. No. He became interim IBF champion when he beat Karen. He became mandatory. Clayton and versus Ennis was for the mandatory precision. Remember, Lipignet and this guy fought and it was a draw. Then Boots fought Clayton, and then that was for the mandatory precision. Karen versus Boots was for the interim IBF. He was already a mandatory after Clayton.
The interim position comes before the mandatory position. So therefore he's taking his steps.
No, not always.
Come on.
Look.
Unless you're a cash cow, bro. Unless you're a cash cow, that's old.
Tim Jew was WBO mandatory one interim.
Brother, if you know the history even of the IBF rarely even brings out a IBF interim title. Tell me how many interim IBF champions you know. That was out of the. They don't do that. They don't do it like the other belt federation. IBF interim, they don't do that. That's why they always keep vacant number one and vacant number. They always keep it empty. They vacant number one. Look at all the rankings. You're not gonna find a bunch of interim IBF. It's rarely they do it. They did it because they knew already that Spence is not gonna stay at 147. So if he would have won and he left to 154, they elevate Boots Ennis as champion. But he was mandated when he beat Clayton. It was a mandatory position already.
I just know Custio Clayton was ranked number 4 in the WBO at that time, not the IBF. He probably was ranked in both of them. I don't know. But specifically, I seen him in the WBO rankings.
At 4. What I'm saying is, you got to understand the big. We saying this person is ducking, this person is ducking. The reason why Spence and Thurman never happened is because Al Heyman wasn't ready to put that fight. If you see that Boots Ennis is not petitioning for the fight, it's because he's with the PBC side, TGB. They work accordingly. Just like when TGB petitioned for Thurman and Errol Spence in the WBA side. They work accordingly. They're not ready for Boots and Bud. Eso lo que yo te estoy diciendo. That's what I'm telling you. Their company is now waiting for Boots and Bud because they're not doing the business decision to get those type of fights. That's what I'm saying. Y'all think it's all this? Ain't nobody ducking Boots. They're not doing the business decision to even put pressure right now. Put pressure on Bud right now. Come on, tell TGB to petition like they did with Thurman and Errol Spence. Tell them right now.
What is Bud gonna do besides vacate the belts?
If they vacate the belts, look at this. You know why they're not doing anything? You know why, guys? What I just said.
Because he in position to get a belt.
He's in position to be elevated. If he drops the belt, guess who's the champion? Jaron
Boots. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why you think that he's being ducked. No, this is all strategic. They letting shit rock. Whoever drops the belt, he's already in position to be.
Pendejo. Cobra es pendejo. Cobra no sabe nada.
No, pero tú no, is the sport, we're talking about the sport of boxing, and
Talking
we got
about business at this point, the business. So
okay,
I understand.
All right, then. So in the sport, as a fans, we're watching everybody ducking boots. I'm a boots guy. Everybody look it, but let's look what is Boots team really doing? Because we're gonna keep on saying the same thing, but let's be real. Let's be real.
I'm a little biased. I'm saying
I know
PA
fighters
Philly,
will fight each other if they want to fight each other.
They
PA
fighters, man. They've been
Bud
fighting.
don't want to fight.
Bro,
exactly.
it's like me. It's like us saying, "Hey, yo, Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia is scared of Devin Haney when they fall fucking 6-7 times in the amateurs for free. They not scared to fight each other. This
Ryan
is
Garcia definitely ducked Devin Haney for sure. He was the mandatory, and he gave up his mandatory position to fight another title contender fight.
What the WBC said,
and then he got dropped.
What Mauricio Sulaiman said.
I ain't trying to hear
Mauricio Sulaiman said both Devin and
Mauricio
Ryan.
Sulaiman said that the franchise title is
no.
I ain't not talking about that.
He said both Ryan and Devin decided. I spoke to both team, and both decided to fight on a later date to make most of the when his revenue. Remember, it was closed around that time. Behind the scenes, these guys, I'm telling you guys, I know guys behind the scenes. I remember when the Haney's was calling out Loma, and they already signed a contract to fight Jorge Linares.
See, they do that all the time.
Exactly. But they like this talk. See, we do the free promotion for them. You see, like, for example, the 25, 75% with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Who offer what money? What was the money? What was the 25% and the 75%? But you know what they're gonna keep shut. Let the people talk this shit. Let them build this shit up. Shakur Stevenson, no Haney could say how much I offered him. Or I offer Shakur Stevenson $10 million. Or I offer Shakur Stevenson. Why Haney don't say it in interviews? Why Shakur Stevenson? I got offered 15. I got offered this much. Now 25, 75. They just talking. Keep us in the limbo and stuff. Keep us talking. What we doing is just building their fight. And what I'm saying is, I'm already smart enough as a hardcore boxer fan, and also the things that I know on the inside that, yo, these guys don't duck each other. Boots and his team is not ready to even petition for the Bud fight. They don't even know what Bud is going to do, because Bud is not even Team PBC.
I'm saying, why even try to position for a fight when this dude ain't trying to fight you?
That's another thing.
You heard it when they was on the phone call. The first thing Boo said, like, man, why you acting like you want to fight me? You don't want to fight me.
Yeah,
you don't want to fight me.
Bud don't want to fight. And then also about Bud, I like Bud, but look at the track records of his business. He don't keep his word. He the one that held the welterweight division in hostage. You the one that said, yes, I want to fight Errol Spence, and then pull out and went to BOK Prime.
Yep.
Both of them held it up. I blame both of them for taking so long to make this fight happen. You know what I mean? Like, look at Virgil Ortiz, man. We ain't even gonna get to see Virgil Ortiz at welterweight anymore because they took so long with this.
I think in my opinion, I just feel like they held the industry up. Bud Crawford, by saying I agree on it, then the network is all in sync. The promoters is all in sync. The money is ready to be distributed and stuff like that. And even they was already ready to send a deposit on for the arena. He fucked up everything.
Yo, Virgil Ortiz, man, listen, Virgil Ortiz had some issues. He didn't just faint. That man went to the hospital. I heard that man had to get resuscitated and all that, you know what I'm saying, and brought back to life. That man done signed up for school and everything. That man is, having life, health issues right now. And I also
trying to make 147 while they holding up shit.
I heard that was symptoms of him, you know what I'm saying, of the steroids he was using. So, I mean, the problem, the health problems he had were symptoms of allegedly can be symptoms of a potential steroid that he already got caught using before. So Virgil Ortiz
Virgil Ortiz got caught using steroids.
He gonna retire.
Virgil Ortiz got caught using steroids.
I think he pressed 30 before. Yeah, he did.
No, I don't think I ain't hear that. Nah, I ain't hear that. Nah, I ain't hear that. But I do know about that disease, that galactic acid and shit. Like, cause when I work out, like my left arm fucking builds up and shit. You got to flush that shit out, or that shit can fuck up your kidneys and really fuck you up. Like,
whoo. Yo, but
this is
man,
what I'm saying, man. They was waiting so long, we ain't gonna even be able to see Virgil Ortiz at this weight, man. He could have been for, man. These they taking all day, like they got all these plans and shit. All right, I'm gonna fight you last for undisputed. Meanwhile, that shit takes 6 years to happen because you got slung out of Ferraris and shit. Like,
yeah, I
What
haven't
you had
lost
your face for? What you
I
had your
haven't
face
lost
for?
I haven't lost my voice like this in a long time, man.
hey man, it's good to get it out sometimes. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Anyway, bro, yo, tomorrow we back at it tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, 6:30, 7 p.m. Eastern time, man. Let's go. Let's go, bud. What you gonna do? T.O., what you gonna do? Is it Thurman? Is it Boots? What is it? What is it? Boots.
And Boots Ennis,
It's time,
man.
it's time to get out that shell, that little quiet little. Now it's time to bark. It's time to bark now. It's time to bark. All right, man. Yo, thank you for
Hey, salute.
the panel. Salute, brothers, man. Everybody in the chat.
I shot you a
everybody
message on
donated.
IG, Punch.
I'ma check it out, brother. I'ma check it out. DK. Yo, my Dove was good, bro. Coda. Love y'all. Peace out. Have a great evening, man. Peace
All
out.
right, brother.